On the swivel, I like to be part of a rebel. Chase the devil, say shoot and stand up. Butterflies corner, butterflies lounge, butterflies corner, news gets around. Thank you, ButterCups. Head on the swivel, I like an eagle, heart of a rebel, shoot things the devil. Say shoot and stand on a purpose, word on the purpose. I got the nervous, butterflies corner, butterflies lounge, butterflies corner, news gets around. Butterflies float around me and Lucy. Butterflies float around me and Lucy. And where my buttercups? Where I go, and your butterfly. Shout out to my number one hater. Butterflies float around, fly high. Lay in the sunshine, love in the sunshine. Fly, butterfly, spread your wings. Lay in the sunshine, love in the sunshine. We are the sunshine. Part of a rebel, chase the devil. Say shoot and stand on a purpose, bird on the purpose. I got the nerves, butterflies corner, butterflies lounge, butterflies corner, news gets around. Shout out to the drum Thank you, ButterCups. Head on the swivel, I like an eagle, heart of a rebel, shoot shakes the devil. Say shoot and stand on a purpose, word on the purpose. I got the nervous, butterflies corner, butterflies lounge, butterflies corner, news gets around. Butterflies float around me and Lucy. Butterflies float around me and Lucy. And where my buttercups? Where I go, and your butterfly.
Salutations and welcome back to Butterflies Corner. How are you guys doing out here on this YouTube universe? I hope all is well with everyone. Yes. Moving along. Happy Thursday. Hey, we in the building. Happy Thursdays. Salutations, buttercups. Come on up in the room. Your girl been floating around being newsy. Floating around being newsy, buttercups. There's a lot going on, baby, in real life and on these social media streets, okay? Listen, buttercups, there's always something. There's always something, ain't it? Listen. Y'all come on up in the room and make sure we got 24 in the building. Shout out to the Bush Baby. Shout out to my chat, buttercups. Y'all hit that free 99 like button. Thank you guys so much that joined us for our mashup review. Thank you guys so much. That's our first official review. We're starting with, the other reality shows. So thank you guys so much for being there last night. And shout out to all my buttercups that's going to catch the replay. Yes. Y'all come on up in the room. Come on up in the room, buttercups. Okay, them likes is liking. Thank you very much. Okay, I love it when I ain't got to go all crazy over a like button, okay? Baby, excuse me. Excuse me. Anywho, buttercups, how y'all doing today? How is my buttercups doing today? Let's do roll call real quick, okay? Top of the morning, my beautiful Keita. If they in blue, they for us. Okay. My beautiful girl Francis. Adia. All right. Salutations, Buttercup. Our beautiful Ken's big sis Mars. Don't forget to drop my TikTok link. Buttercups. Y'all know we trying to get that TikTok on and popping so I can start going live over there too. All right, Buttercups. Salutations, Candy, my boo bad girl Riri, living for me, my boo lady Ro, DJ Neeks in the building, boop, 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 my beautiful Khadijah, Alicia, Miss Eva Walker, beautiful traveler, Brown Girls Rock. Oh, oh. By the way, Buttercups, we might have got distracted, but it's still Women's History Month, so shout out to all the beautiful women, okay, that put it on every single day, okay? Listen. Shout out to us. It is still our month, Buttercups. It's still our month. All right. Sweet life of a softness. I know that's right, baby. Salutations, Buttercup. Yes. Queen Barb, our beautiful Shay Olay. Okay, I think I got all the chat, Buttercups. Top of the morning, Bush babies. Y'all make sure y'all hit that free 99 like button, okay? Y'all know we're going to wait till we get to the 10-minute mark. Baby. Just a lot going on. Okay, I think we're gonna have a little mixture of things we're gonna talk about today. I know I've already mentioned the JFK 80 pages, so we ain't gonna really tap on that too because I want to do some research and really lay that out as a little series. So I do plan on doing that in the near future. But in the meantime, in between time, Buttercups, yeah, you know, some stuff I didn't have to float around and be newsy about. It came my way. So we're going to talk about a couple of things. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Garbage Spell kids that love. They tap on the video. They know it ain't going to like the rhetoric. But shout out to the Garbage Spell kids that just say freaking and get it off their chest anyway. And do know the call-in line will be open. All right, Buttercups? You know, we wait 45 minutes until I get finished running my mouth about things I've seen. And then we open up the call-in line. No face and no case. Get it off your chest. All right, Buttercups. So the call-in line will be open. And the mods will drop the number when we open it. All right, Buttercups. But anywho, y'all make sure y'all hit that free 99 like button. There's a lot going on. I did want to talk about the Just Hilarious situation. Baby. Buttercups. It triggered me. The Just situation triggered me. Okay, Just with the mess. Shout out to the Breakfast Club. That shit triggered me, but it seems like that's going on with a lot of people this week. No problem, Buttercup. That seems to be going on with a lot of different networks and programs and segments and all this other crap. So that's very interesting to me. I'm gonna drop my little 2 cents on that. What else we seen? The Garbage Pail kids, you know, they still going with their nonsense, right? Yes, Miss Eva, I stand with Jess too. Yep, we're going to get into it. We almost at the 10-minute mark. Yep, we're going to get into that. The Garbage Pail kids is back at it. True P done made it back onto the scene. Allegedly, rumor has it, word on the curve. We'll get into that, what's going on. But True P, a.k.a. True T, is back. Hey, my love. Salutations, Buttercup. Salutations. Yes, y'all. Come on up in the room, top of the morning. I just floating around being newsy, so we just gonna have a mixed bag of subjects this morning, okay, Buttercups? The call-in line will be open at the 45-minute mark. So shout out to my call-in Buttercups. You know what I'm saying? No face, no case. Get it off your chest, you know? Now, the rules with the call-in line is you don't have to say your name if you don't want to. But by all means, get it off your chest, okay? Y'all know the rules. I'm not responsible for what the people call in and say. They get it off their chest, okay? Okay, Buttercups. You know we ain't gonna let it get too crazy, but they calling in to get it off their chest. That's what the call-in line's for. All right. Charge it to the line, okay, and don't take it to the heart. Charge it to the line and don't take it to the heart. You understand me? Okay. No face, no case. Shout out to the Mod Squad in the building. Okay, we hit the 10-minute mark. So let's start with the Just the Mess situation. So a few nights ago, Just went live. You know, Carrie. You know what I also find that is always with women that they try to pin against each other. But you know, DJ Envy said that they did attempt to pin him and Charlamagne against each other, but it never gains the traction that it do when it's women. Now, the situation that happened with Just Hilarious. Hey, Miss Showing Up Wanda, salutations, babe. How you doing, beautiful? Top of the morning. Shout out to our beautiful showing up Miss Wanda in the building. Okay, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to her channel. Make sure y'all go catch that last live. Okay, when she just lay it out real quick. Just lay it out real quick. Make sure y'all get her seasonings, okay? Make sure y'all get showing up Wanda seasonings. All right, buttercups. Yes, top of the morning. But so I feel like I kind of feel just, and I do feel like on girl. Now here's the overplay for the underplay with the chick Lauren. Now Lauren knows how to play the corporate game, and see this is where Just the Hilarious is rusty at. Okay, Lauren knows how to play the. In other words, you know, the other side game. You know what I'm saying? The corporate game. Y'all know what I mean. Lauren knows how to play the corporate game. She's more refined. She's more articulate. Blah, 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 blah. Where Jessa Hilarious has got it out the mud. She's really like, she was a social media phenomenon and she just grew from there. You know what I'm saying? So, their career trajectory started off at two different places. Now, apparently Lauren used to work for TMZ. So she's a lot more, like I said, she's a lot more, what's the call? Refined and just hilarious. You know, just with the mess, which you know she brought it. The Breakfast Club wanted her to bring it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what she continues to do. So I think it's real unfortunate that the viewers are expecting Just Hilarious to somehow morph into Lauren when that's not even that's not even Just Hilarious's brand. Okay, Just with the mess is satire. It's meant to be funny while also just talking about the different things that's going on in pop culture. Now, Lauren is coming in. She's supposed to be more serious about the news that they're sharing and stuff like that. So, first of all, they're not even in the same lane. But I feel where Just Hilarious is coming from as far as Lauren tried to trick her out of a spot, because I absolutely believe that Lauren tried to trick her out of a spot. And I absolutely believe that Charlamagne, Envy, and Lauren gaslit they was trying to gaslight her. And I honestly believe that. Now, was it appropriate for her to bring it to social media? No, I don't agree with her bringing it to social media. I do think she should have had, you know, an overall meeting with DJ Envy, the producers, whoever else. You know what I'm saying? So I will say that I don't think she should have brought it to social media. But I think from my understanding, she's had these conversations and they've gaslit her and made it seem like, you know, she's cool. She don't know what the hell she talking about. You know, you cool. But in the meantime, in the point time, she's watching the overplay for the underplay. So I absolutely, hey, salutations. My buttercups just coming in. Hey, Kiwa. My beautiful girl, Francis. Who did I miss? My beautiful Symmetry. Who did I miss? Miss Red. Salutations. Buttercups just coming in. Yes. So, hey, Feel Good. Salutations. Yeah, they was definitely trying to they was gaslighting her. And I absolutely believe that Lauren was trying to trick her out of the spot. I'm sorry. I absolutely believe Lauren was trying to stick her out of the spot. But she was doing it in a slick, conniving, cunning way that they do. And you know what I'm talking about, where you got a code switch in the corporate world. So Lauren has experience with knowing how to navigate in the corporate world. Whereas Just Hilarious, like I said, got out the mud. She's coming up off of social media. You know what I'm saying? So Lauren absolutely is playing Jedi mind games. And she damn sure was trying to trick her out of the spot, because I understand where Jess is coming from. If I have my own segment and now I'm back from maternity leave, hey, why is she still in my seat? That I was supposed to be back in the day that I came back from maternity leave, right? Then why is she overlapping with my segment, Just the Mess? They absolutely did try to trick her out of the spot. Now, I don't think she should have brought it to social media. But hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? And what I do love the fact that they had that open discussion on the Breakfast Club yesterday. I really appreciated that. And I think that that's workplace, you know, that's something that's a huge topic in the workplace etiquette. You know what happens. You know, y'all seen it happen with me just last week. Motherfuckers try to trick me out my spot. You know what I'm saying? So it happens in the workplace. And you know, we already established everybody's a goddamn co-worker around here. Yeah. And the only thing, the advice that I would give Jess though is, because she is trying to elevate her career, even though she came from a certain place, she does need to, you know, now need to learn how to code switch and really learn how to negotiate what she wants, but she needs to know how to play it, how they play it. See, I'll give you an example of what I mean by that. Now, I always wanted my boys to go to college, right? But I wanted them to do 2 years in the Ivy League and 2 years in the HBCU because I feel like they're two different business worlds. And I feel like they operate totally different. Now, there's some similarities, sure. But I feel like when you get into the Black business world compared to when you get into the, you know what I'm saying, the white business world, it's two different worlds. So I felt like my kids would be well-rounded if they did 2 years in the Ivy League and 2 years in the HBCU because I want them to be able to cross over whichever way they wanted to go. Now, that's just an example of what I mean by Jess needs to learn. She's going to have to refine herself. And because she is, the Breakfast Club is going to catapult her. You know what I mean? It is going to catapult her career. So just with the mess might be something in the past eventually. You know, I mean, she is a comedian. And I think that's the trajectory that she wants to stay on is being a comedian. But it doesn't mean that you can't elevate as a comedian and still refine yourself, especially when you're doing something like a syndicated radio show that is, you know, that touches on pop culture. Now, I absolutely believe that Lauren was trying to trick her out of this part. I think Lauren's playing in her face. And I can see why Jess is offended because she recommended Lauren to take her place on her maternity leave, only for Lauren to turn around and try to be sneaky and trick her out on goddamn spot. And because now they telling her to ignore what the comments are saying, but they're listening to the comments because why would they overlap Lauren's segment with Just the Mess segment if they wasn't on some overplay for the underplay type business? You get what I'm saying? That didn't make no sense to me. Why was y'all overlapping it? You know what I'm saying? Like, if Lauren's doing news, then let her do news. Because what Jess is doing, like I said, it's two separate lanes. And they try to make them crisscross. And if you ask me, it was trying to check Jess out her spot. And so I'm team Jess on this situation. But like I said, I do love the fact that they handled it on air. I think that is something that, you know, what did you call it? HR. We've seen in other situations where people, they don't know how to handle, you know, this workplace is things that happen on workplace. So I don't know the words I'm looking for. I can't get them out right now. I got a brain freeze, fart, whatever you want to call it. Okay, I can't get it out right now, but I think y'all know what I'm saying. I'm definitely team Jess too. So what do y'all think, Buttercups? Don't forget the call-in line will be open, so y'all can let me know what y'all think about that. I'm definitely team Jess though. Yeah. I think I absolutely agree that they tried to trick that poor girl out of her spot, and I'm glad that she didn't notice it. But like I said, once again, I do think it was unprofessional though to come to social media. But I'm glad that they was able to. I don't think it's done though. I honestly don't think it's a done situation. Much like Charlamagne said, until they really figure out what they're doing with Lauren. Is Lauren going to be in front on the mic, or is she going to be behind producing like they kept trying to stress that she was there for? So if she's there to produce, why is she now in front of the mic? So they really have to figure out Lauren's lane. And I appreciate Jess because you know what? Lauren gonna sit in her face and play in her face and make it seem like, oh, I didn't have nothing to do with it. I'm just doing my job. Lauren knows exactly what the fuck she doing. I've seen many of Lauren's in my motherfucking day. Okay, Lauren gives me Candace Owen vibes. You dig? Lauren was definitely trying to check Jess out her spot, baby. Believe that. Okay. And then, like I said, them producers down there to that goddamn Breakfast Club, they didn't want to tell Jess to stay out the goddamn comments, but they're obviously listening to the comments because if you go into the comments, a lot of motherfuckers are pinning Jess and Lauren against each other. Oh, we like Lauren better. Yeah. Lauren's better. You been hearing that shit. You're going to get offended by that too. So, and if you want me to believe and stay out the comments, and you want me to believe that y'all are not even paying attention to the comments, but then your actions is showing that y'all are paying attention to the comments, because why do you got her overlapping my goddamn segment? You get what I'm saying? So yeah, just called out the mess. That part right there, number one, Buttercup. They damn sure was trying to gaslight her. That was gaslighting at its finest. But I'm glad Jess stood her ground. But baby, Jess, you're gonna have to refine it, baby, because you are elevating. And when you elevate, you do have to refine. You know, listen, we hit our 1,000 over here. Say, I know, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of the things that I like to do over here, like the cussing, every other word and all that. Y'all know I'm gonna have to tame that now. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I want sponsorship. I have an opportunity to get commercials and stuff. So, you know, listen, there's levels to everything. And when you're trying to elevate, you're gonna have to leave some things behind. I'm Team Jess, and I really like the fact that, yeah, that's all. Yep, that's it. She just got to refine herself, and I think she'll be good to go. So shout out to Jess Hilarious in the Breakfast Club. I appreciate how that all came full circle. I'm glad that they did that on on air too, because people gonna make money off it anyway. The blogs was gonna talk about it anyway, so why not listen? Buttercups, y'all know, y'all know my mindset when it comes to stuff like that. Everybody else is gonna make their little penny off of it, off y'all mess. Y'all better be the motherfuckers leading the charge, and y'all better make the most money off y'all mess. You dig? So they played it right by handling it on the air yesterday. I know some people think they should, but hey, the door was already open. Let's go. Social media already up in the mix, and the motherfuckers in the viewers are trying to pin them against each other. First of all, why are you comparing them anyway, viewers, when they don't even do the same shit? That y'all was wrong for that. So yeah, okay. Anyway, moving along. Buttercups, the call-in line will be open. And I still dropped the link too, so y'all can always come up here. How we got 66 in the building and only 45 likes? Hit that free 99 like button, Bush babies. Thank you for joining me this morning down to the morning table talks. All right. Really, really appreciate it. Now, what else I said we was going to talk about? Oh, yeah, the Garbage Pail Kids are back. So True P is back, y'all. Moving along down to the Garbage Pail Kids. True P is back. I don't know exactly if she's back, but some say that Homegirl gave her a backup channel. So apparently, allegedly, rumor has it on the curve that Here for the Hot Tea relinquished her backup channel and gave it to True P. So True P is back. She has uploaded all her videos from her old channel. Blah 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 blah. So listen, I told y'all from when it happened that I knew that girl was coming back. Where there's a will, there's a way, baby. Where there's a will, there is a way. Okay, I knew she was coming back, but apparently she's back. She re-uploaded all her nasty little videos. So let's see how that goes. So I don't know, Buttercups. The Garbage Pail Kids got some shit on their hands. If they, you know what I'm saying? That shit's still over there, funny money. And speaking of the Garbage Pail Kids, so y'all know I did that live the other day, pointing out that Melanie is still trying to keep up with Stormy Steele. So, one of the Garbage Pail Kids wanted to jump down in my comment section. Y'all know how they do that bullshit. Oh, why? Quit pinning women against each other, as if Melanie didn't pin herself against Stormy Steele. As if we didn't watch the Garbage Pail Kids try to destroy this woman's brand and business for 3 years. In fact, they're still actively coming for her brand and business. Actively to this day. But we're supposed to act like none of that is happening, okay? We're just supposed to be like, yay! I mean, we could clap for both of them, because I believe there's enough room for everybody, just like there's millions of different makeup brands that sell very similar or not, if not same products, all of that. Yes, all of that. But what they don't do is they don't target their competition and try to ruin their goddamn brand and business. Herein lies the difference in what Melanie has done to Stormy Steele. That's the difference. Because what they got going on ain't no different than any of these other brands that we have out here. The lotion, I mean, there's thousands of lotions, there's thousands of hair care brands, there's thousands of a lot of shit. But the difference is they ain't trying to sabotage their competition. They, like I said, a lot of them make the same or similar products, and they still make their money. Everybody making their money. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, once again, the problem lies in Melanie attempting to destroy that woman's brand and business, while also trying to shapeshift into her, while also trying to take credit away from what she's built and done with her business and brand, while trying to copy her. And we're supposed to act like that. Nobody's supposed to talk about that, because we're supposed to just root for both women. We can still root for both women and call out the fuckery. And this is the conversation I had with the Garbage Pail Kid down in my comment section. Like, ain't nobody hate, nobody, y'all always swear somebody hate that lady because you call out the fuckery. No, it's calling out the fuckery that we see, and ain't got nothing to do with hate. Y'all want us to ignore the bullshit so y'all want, nah, fuck that. We ain't doing that. But especially if you're doing it in public, we're not doing that. We're not ignoring it. We're going to call it the fuck out. So y'all can continue to be mad at ButterFlii, because I don't know what y'all thought. I guess y'all thought with that bullshit that them raggedy whores over there did, that was going to shut me the fuck down. No, my foot's still up your ass and on your necks, okay? So this Garbage Pail Kid, when I was pointing out to her that, she's copying Stormy, everything that now allegedly rumor has it, word on the curve is that her next live that she's also doing on the same day that Stormy's doing it, down to the same city, she's now calling it a mega live. Okay, where did she get that from? I wonder. Did Stormy already do a mega live? She sure the fuck did. Yeah, but we're not supposed to talk about this woman copying every fucking thing that Stormy do. So here's the latest. Hold on, Buttercups. Let me go. Let me get it locked. Oh, you know what? I don't know why I thought I had already put it in here, but hold on. So here's the latest, Buttercups. Now, remember I told you I believe Basement Bully stole off of me too. Remember when she made them sweaters, the slow meters versus everybody? Mind you, when I very first started my channel, there was a week of the Garbage Pail Kids, aka the slow meters, aka the Flying Monkeys, just doing some raggedy shit. So I used one particular thumbnail. There was a certain color pattern that I used. Next thing you know, she got the sweaters, the slow meters versus everybody. She got that idea from me. So the Garbage Pail Kid wanted to pose this question on me, right? So ButterFlii, Melanie is selling fans. I can't wait to see who copies off of her. Be sure to make you call them out too. Now here's the problem. Here's the problem, Garbage Pail Kid. She's stealing from Giving You the Real Tea. I know for a fact down here to the ButterFlii's corner, I told Giving You the Real Tea that we need them fans on deck. She is a fan of Giving You the Real Tea. She's been on his platform. She watches him in the bushes. So she knows that fans are Giving You the Real Tea thing. And she know that us supporters of Giving You the Real Tea is waiting for him to produce fans for us so we can buy them from him. So girl, that didn't stick how you wanted. That didn't land how you wanted to do. Because now I can call out her copy and Giving You the Real Tea. And I know for a fact on my platform alone, friend, where you at, friend? We need some fans, friend. So why the hell? Now, this is what I'm talking about. And this is why Marceau was so correct about her. She does anything to try to see what and do it and see if it make it stick. Be clear. Now she's stealing off of Giving You the Real Tea. Because what the fuck skincare got to do with a fan? What does skincare got to do with a fan? Is she launching a whole nother, you know what I'm saying, a package to the whole, is it now a lifestyle brand? Is she trying to, you know what I'm saying? Because how do you go from leggings, how do you go from sugar scrubs, you know what I'm saying, to leggings to now fans? Once again, this is somebody who's doing any and everything to see what motherfucker sticks. So, Garbage Pail Kid, she is now stealing off of Giving You the Real Tea. He hasn't even got a chance to launch his fans yet. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck does Basement Bully need a fan for? To fan y'all raggedy asses off of her? What is she doing a fan for? Now, mind you, Buttercups, they came to me. Y'all see they in my comment section. Be clear, they're in my comment section dropping this stale ass, dry ass tea. Okay? I didn't go looking for this shit. The bitch came over here. Ooh. The girl came over here to ButterFlii's corner. Okay? Hey, Universal Tea with Marie. Salutations. Okay, Buttercups. So, Garbage Pail Kid. Once again, your homegirl is unoriginal. Now she's still giving, before my friend could even get his shit out there. Here we go. Maxine, can I ask you a question? Do you go over there and tell them not to compare them while they still over there ragtagging and dragging Stormy Still's brand new business? Miss Maxine, can you answer me that? Here we go. Stop comparing these two ladies. Y'all always want them to stop being compared because Melanie can't compete. That's the problem. But y'all can compare everybody else to Melanie. Is that what you saying, Miss Maxine? Miss Maxine. Now, check this out, Buttercups. I didn't put nobody's name in the title. You see how these Garbage Spell kids find me anyway, right? ButterFlii is the name that pays, baby, and they know exactly who I be, okay? Because I ain't never seen Miss Maxine over here, baby, and ain't nothing in my title says I'm going to be talking about the Garbage Pail Kids. So Maxine, Miss Maxine, you must be a fan over here down here at the ButterFlii's Corner, right? So you do know that this bullshit right here that you just wrote ain't going to fly with me, baby. Y'all love to say that nonsense, right? But it's okay to compare everybody else to her, right? When y'all want to compare other people to her that y'all feel like don't add up to who she is, it's not a problem. Right, Miss Maxine? Oh, no, baby. That's the one-sided beef, Miss Maxine. They're arguing with themselves, sweetie. I said what I had to say, Miss Maxine. And apparently, like I said, Miss Maxine, you know who the fuck ButterFlii be, right? Right. Now we're pinning them against each other. As if Melanie hasn't been trying to destroy that woman's brand and business. As if Melanie hasn't pinned herself against Stormy still. Right along with using her Garbage Spell Kids, aka Flying Monkeys, and raggedy, slow-ass, dumbass bitches like you to do so. Miss Maxine. You have a blessed day, sweetie. Move the fuck around. Anywho, moving along, okay? So, and hear a lot of bullshit they do. See, this is what this Garbage Spell did on the screen. This was her first statement when she dropped down in my comment section. I'll stop pinning these women against each other. If you bitches don't move the fuck around, because see, what you will never be able to do is play on my top. Okay, Miss Maxine? Never. None of you Garbage Spell kids would be able to play on my top. Okay? And you worried about them people that obviously was never my goddamn friends? They listen, go watch them crash out. Because me and my buttercups over here moving on and upward, baby. Okay? You go watch them crash out and foam at the mouth over ButterFlii, okay? Because baby, we onward and upward. We done moved on, okay? We done moved on, Miss Maxine. Shit, keep up with the conversation, girl. And that's another thing you Garbage Spell kids do. Y'all jump in chats. Y'all, the conversation be done changed 20 minutes ago. Here y'all come 20 minutes later, bringing up some shit that happened 20 minutes ago in the conversation. Y'all Garbage Spell kids are a trip. I'm trying to tell you, baby. Okay? Today's the first day of spring. Okay, buttercups, don't cuss me out. We are definitely for sure coming to plant our goddamn seeds and get our green and red peppers on and popping, okay? And I got to repot. Remember I told you about that aloe plant. I got to repot that too, okay, buttercups? But yeah, so I'm just saying, you know, when you think about it, what is the reason for a fan? So the girl now stealing off of YouTube content creators. And it ain't even her slow meters, aka the Garbage Spell Kid. She's stealing off of other content creators. She's selling fans now. Y'all see that, right? I didn't go looking for this tea. This tea was dropped on my goddamn channel, okay? This Garbage Spell Kid thought I don't know what she thought she was doing, but you know, I let them rock when they come over here. I just let them rock. You know, we did have a little back and forth, but you know. Now it's we pinning these beautiful, because I did hear allegedly rumor on the curb, rumor has it, word on the curb is she is trying to attach herself to Stormy. I hear down there to the TikTok that they're hashtagging, anytime they hashtag her, they're hashtagging Stormy still right along with her. So the views that Stormy still gets, they want Basement Bully to also now get. But see, here's the funny shit. Stormy still already tried to collaborate with that lady. This is how he's a man. Everything went to shit. Hold on one second. One second. I got to do this. Okay, music. Mars, drop my link to my TikTok. All right, I'm back. I'm back. Thank you, Buttercups. Thank you for your patience. Sorry about that. That was my little big brother calling me. But yeah, Buttercup. So I guess now she's stealing from giving you the real tea. Maxine's still in here? What, baby? Mm-mm-mm. These garbage pail kids. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. Now, don't get me wrong, Buttercups. I know, listen, I just went and ordered me some ill fans off of TikTok. But once again, like I said, it's just to know originality. And where did she come up with fans at out of her guy? You know what I'm saying? It's given, I'm copying, giving you the real tea. And we know that she watches him. We know that she be in his bushes. And we know that she know that a lot of us been asking him to get us some fans. Okay. So I really honestly feel like she's still off of giving you the real tea. The girl has no original bone in her body. Okay, Buttercups? This is the same woman that said this. Hold on, Buttercups. Let me cue this up for y'all. Hey, Passion Baby, beautiful traveler, getting started with Pilates. Salutations on my Buttercups coming in. We got 78 in the building. Hit that free 99 like button. Yep, they didn't hit that like button. Hold up now. Y'all ain't hit that like button, garbage pail kids. I mean, not y'all garbage pail kids. I know y'all ain't gonna hit it. But my Buttercups, y'all ain't hit that like button. I know it's okay, garbage pail kids. I know y'all just lurking. I remember that, right? Hit that like button, please. And thank you. Hold on. Since it is Thursday, we're gonna have to bring back some throwbacks, Buttercups. Now I'm gonna play something for y'all. This is a throwback, and I want y'all to pay attention to the throwback and fast forward to where we are today, okay? Mm. All right, Buttercups. I'm sorry. I found it. Now I'm going to cue this up. Now, this is a flashback now because it's Throwback Thursday. So here's a throwback. And then we're going to fast forward back to today. Now, okay? Listen to this. Fair use. Now, this is fair use for research, criticism, and what is it? Research and criticism, okay? All right. Thank you. Check this out and let me know what y'all think. All right.
You're not gonna walk around smelling like no strawberry, okay? I don't like what's interfering with my. You ain't walk around smelling like no strawberry, nothing like that. But that's on purpose. Now, if I wanted y'all to smell like strawberry, y'all smell like.
There you go. Okay, now this is her throwing slick shade when Stormy Steele's body glazes first went viral. Remember, the strawberry body glaze was the first thing that went viral. This is her being a hater. Down to the TikTok talking about, oh, yeah, I don't want y'all smelling like fruit. Fast forward, she ain't got nothing but fruity scrubs. You get what I'm saying, Buttercups? And this is, thank you. And this is what I mean about the bull crap, okay? And she still do stuff like this, y'all. She still throws subliminal shade at Stormy Steele to this day. She sure does. But hold on, let me rewind it back just in case you didn't hear it. A 100 celebration. Oh, that's when we had first reached our 100. Check this out. Our first 100.
You're not gonna walk around smelling like a strawberry, okay? I don't like what's interfering with my. You ain't walk around smelling like no strawberry, nothing like that. But that's on purpose. Now, if I wanted y'all to smell like strawberry, y'all smell like strawberry. But I don't want y'all to smell like strawberry, so I'm gonna make sure y'all smell fresh and clean.
So what happened to making sure they just smell fresh and clean and don't smell like a strawberry? Right? Okay, Buttercups. That's what I'm talking about. So this in lies, these are things that she's been doing, okay? And she still does to this day. She still throws slick shade at Stormy Steele. All right? While trying to catch up to Stormy Steele. While trying to compete with Stormy Steele. Now, I told y'all 3 weeks ago that she popped up on her live pretending that she was asking the Garbage Pail Kids where they want to have their next live at, knowing that was an overplay for the underplay, okay? She was being manipulative and trying to make it seem like the Garbage Pail Kids wanted her to do it in Atlanta the same exact day that Stormy's doing hers. Okay. Okay, if you say so. But yeah, Buttercups, that's a prime example of, the hateration, and why I don't come over here talking about don't compare these women. It's not about comparing them. It's about calling out the fuckery, okay? It's about calling out the fuckery. They can't be compared because Melanie can't touch Stormy Steele with a 10-foot pole. She is to this day still trying to catch up with that lady and has yet to catch up with her. Okay? So there is no comparing. There's no comparing where she don't compete. Melanie is not competing with Stormy Steele. Stormy Steele is competing with herself. Be very clear. And this is why she's continuing to win. Because she's competing with herself. All right? She's making sure that she's better than she was the last time around. Okay? So that's why Stormy Steele keep winning. Hey, Miss T Velocity. Salutations, Buttercup. Yes, lovely Liz. Absolutely. God definitely sees her. That's why she allowed her Garbage Pail Kids, her ego to trick her own goddamn spot. Be very clear. Melanie Holt is no longer on that show because she allowed the Garbage Pail Kids and her own ego to trick her out her own spot. You dig? All right. Buttercups, it is 47 minutes in. The call-in line is now officially open, okay? No face, no case. Get it off your chest, okay? Remember, the rules for the call-in line is you don't got to say your name if you want to protect your identity. Because remember, a big part of me starting the call-in line was for my Bush babies that, they want to voice their opinion, but they don't necessarily want to hit no platforms. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to risk too much just to voice their opinion. You dig? Thank you, Buttercup. So here go the call-in line. What say ye, Buttercup? We talked about Just Hilarious and that whole situation with the Breakfast Club. What do you want? Man, it's just, hold on, y'all. I'm a fur baby mommy, so one of them are crying. Come on, you coming now? Come on. Sorry, Buttercups. I could. Okay, driving me crazy. I'm trying to over here run my mouth. I'm just Did y'all? I don't know if y'all can hear it crying in the background, but we back. But yes, Buttercups. No face, no case. Hit the call in line. But yeah, Garbage Pail Kid. She's copying. She's stealing from T, giving you the real tea. She know we want giving you the real tea to give her some fans. Now all of a sudden she making fans. What the hell fans got to do with skincare? Girl. Anywho. The call-in line. Okay, drop the link. The call-in line is open, Buttercups. No face, no case. Get it off your chest. There you go the link. Anybody that want to hit the link too. We do wish the both for both ladies. We do. Me call see here once again. I keep telling y'all about it because we have to learn how to compartmentalize. Me calling out her bullshit is not me wishing that her brand or business fails. What would be the point of calling her out to doing that to Stormy Still if that's what I wish for her? There would be no point in that. I don't wish for her brand or business to fail, but at the same time, I'm gonna call out the bullshit. That's all. But thank you for pointing that out, AKA. We definitely want both of them to succeed. One doesn't have to, it's not a matter of only one being able to exist. And I think we've been saying that. It's the Garbage Pail Kids that think that Stormy shouldn't exist in order for Melanie to exist. Yes. He knew exactly what he was talking about. And that's really why she was offended by it, because he knew what he was talking about, okay? And that was another chance to sit in another woman's husband's face, too, at the same time. Yeah. That part. You can't tell them people nothing, because no matter what you tell them, they still going to hear what they want to hear. They still going to take it in how they want to take it in, but don't have the same energy for none of the people that they be over there watching and supporting that literally be tearing down other people's brand business. Move around. I don't want to hear that shit. Don't come over here acting fucking righteous and holier than thou when you sit around a bunch of motherfuckers that ain't nowhere near and they want to come over here and tell me what to do on my platform. Don't click. That's all. What the hell? Yes. Hey, I said what I said. Nah, baby, we just talk about different subjects. But a Garbage Pail Kid wanted to let me know that homegirl's making fans now, and I'm just like, she stole that off for giving you the real tea, in my opinion. And we know that she watches him because she was on his platform before, so we know she know the fans are giving you the real tease thing. So I just had to point that out to the Garbage Pail Kid that dropped down in my comment section. She wanted me to call out whoever's going to copy her, but herein lies the problem. She's copying somebody else even with that idea. You know what I'm saying? The call-in line's open, Buttercups. I dropped the link for y'all. No face and no case. Call in, get it off your chest. Yes, girl. Look, this is what the Garbage Pail Kid dropped in my chat and said, girl. Sure did. That's what she told. I don't know. This is what the Garbage Pail Kid came over here and told us. Oh, is it? I know that's right. Yeah, mine is Mikey and Minnie. We got a male and female. To the line dancing. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, that's true too. But I still think she's stealing it from giving you the real tea. She don't that Lady B. You really think she keeping up with the line dancing trend? We're talking about Melanie. That girl's so boring and stiff and stuff. She don't even know how to dance for her own performances. You really think she keeping up with that line dancing trend? Come on now, girl. Well, you know Melanie's boring. The only event she goes to is the ones that she throws to rob these people of their money, okay? for the people to come worship her and rob her goddamn money. Now, you know goddamn well that girl don't nothing about no motherfucking line dancing and keeping up with no motherfucking line dancing, okay? Cut it out now. Mm-hmm. Right. That part. Like I said, she don't know nothing about no goddamn line dancing. One of the Garbage Pail kids probably threw that in her ear. She's like, oh yeah, because you know she take a lot of her reads from the Garbage Pail kids, okay? And we know she ain't had no tagline in all her years of being on the show while they claim this girl's a star. She ain't even got a tagline that we can repeat. Not a one. Okay. Oh, she was doing it on IG? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. How did that go? Just wondering. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The overplay for the underplay. She's stealing that from giving you the real tea. She don't know about no goddamn line dancing. Get out of here. Get out of my face. I don't believe you. That's the overplay for the underplay. She's stealing that idea from giving you the real tea. Sure is. Okay, Brown Girls Rock. The fuck she know? Girl. Y'all seen her dances at her performances, right? Y'all really believe Buttercups, come on now. Y'all know the overplay for the underplay with that girl. Oh, nobody calling in today? Okay, Buttercups. Oh, I took the calling number down. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to pin it. That way my mods don't got to keep posting it. I'll pin the call line. No face and no case. Here we go. Now, I think when I do it this way, I have to star it. Okay? There we go. The call-in line number is pinned at the top of the chat, Buttercups, if you want to call in. Yeah, I seen that Beautiful Traveler. I think that's an old video because what happened was she re-uploaded all her videos from my other channel and put them on give me what's her name here for the Hot Teas channel, backup channel. Allegedly, rumor has it, word on the curve is that because True T helped her with her court case, she feels obligated to relinquish her backup channel to her. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know. Shut up, Lady Bro. I'm on the app though. I'm looking. I don't see nobody calling it. And you know, I usually at least tell me miss call. We call them back. Y'all know you listen, okay? Don't be dragging my little janky phone line. Don't be dragging my janky phone line, okay? Shoot. It rings. It does ring, all right, Buttercups. Okay. Let me drop the link again in case anybody want to hit the panel. But yep, I'm just saying that's what's going on down there. This Garbage Pail kid decided to hop in my chat and let me know homegirl was making fans and you know, they hate the fact that I call out that she's following and copying everything that Stormy still do. They hate that very much so. Ooh, they can't stand it. But y'all see how she be talking that good shit and then turn around and do exactly what the fuck she say she ain't trying to do. The overplay for the underplay. Yep. I don't always miss the calls. Nope, that's not true. Brown girl, Beautiful Traveler. Y'all ain't dragging me this morning in my janky phone line. I don't always miss the calls, okay? I don't know why it don't ring. But it has rung, okay? Y'all didn't heard it ring. But somebody call in so we can hear it ring. Oh, yes, I did see their karaoke. They was having a good old time, okay? Even Marcus Burns was in the building. So I do wonder if that's being filmed for the show. That good old Marcus Burns was in the building down into the karaoke, down to the black, okay? Ken and Trish was in the building. They had a nice little crowd down there, for their karaoke Wednesdays. Listen. You know what, Buttercup? Y'all ain't right. Here, dragging your girl. Okay, you see that number one, Buttercup? Just dragging my little Jakey Carl in line. Y'all ain't right. Yes. Okay, I seen that with the They put their little eye patches on and stuff. That youngest baby, that youngest one is definitely attached to Tisha, okay? She gonna, see, here we go. Now let me see if y'all can hear it ring. No, y'all ain't hear it ring. Let me answer it when we lose it. Salutations. Turn me down in the background.
It's just me testing the phone. You working by?
ButterCups, see? We gotta test it. We had to test it, okay? The call line is open, ButterCups. Why y'all want to talk about my little janky phone? Y'all, okay? Yes, it was nice to see them having fun, enjoying themselves. Thank you, Alicia. Y'all make sure y'all get our girl Letitia Scott to her 1,000 subscribers, okay? Okay, listen. Thank you, Buttercup. While my other Buttercups just dragging my little janky phone line. Yep, it's right there, baby. I just highlighted it. Brown Girls Rock. I just highlighted it. Thank you so much, Buttercups. Yeah, y'all make sure you subscribe to Letitia's channel, Buttercups. Let's get her to 1,000. I think she's almost there. I think she got 600 and some subscribers, Buttercup, so we can get it there overnight. Listen, okay? Listen, okay? If shout out to Lexi. That girl, Lexi over there almost at 7,000 subscribers. She get good views. Shout out to Lexi, okay? She over there sharing her story, y'all. I know a lot of y'all feel like she's a brat, but I told y'all I think it's more to being a brat. But Lady Ro, you was right about one thing. I think it was you that said it, Lady Ro, that you think gifting is her love language, and I think you was right about that. Gifting is her love language. So yeah. Yeah, it's right above you, Brown Girls Rock. I highlighted it. It's right at the top of this screen. You think she's a brat? I think it's more than that. She has no real connection to her biological father, you know. So I think it's a mix. She could be a brat, but I also do think there's some real resentment there for not having the connection to her father. So two things can be true at the same time. Look, I know. That's my thing. I hope they can resolve this, but I don't think Chris in them is interested. Because she did say that he called her, but the only thing he called her to say was not to mention his mother. So yeah. I don't know, Buttercups. Yeah. I hope so too. Because it's not only her that now has a damaging relationship, it's the grandkids. Like you're not gonna build no type of bond or relationship with your grandkids neither. Like, you know, and I can see if it was just Lexi, but she's also now a mother. So you're gonna lose the bond with your child and lose the bond with your grandchildren. It's kind of whack to me. But to each his own, different strokes, but different folks, Buttercups. Different strokes, but different folks. Okay. No face, no kiss. The color line open, Buttercups. It's on Walker. I like Lexi too. That's why I said I can see. I can be honest and say I can see some of the bratish ways in her. I do, but I still think it's deeper than just being a brat. I do think, and I know, okay, so there's a lot of people that feel like she shouldn't have been looking for a room at her father's house because she didn't live there. I don't agree with that. I believe if she spent a good enough amount of time there, why couldn't she have her own room? Just because she don't live there permanently. You know what I mean? Parents whose kids don't, my neighbor downstairs that lives downstairs from me, his kid don't live with him, but he still got a room for when they come over here. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I don't think there's nothing wrong with her expecting a room at her father's house. Now that I don't agree with, she shouldn't have expected her own room. Why not? Shit. You know? I think ain't nothing wrong with her wanting her own room at her father's house for when she comes. That's what I'm saying, aka my grandmother was my grandmother and my grandfather, okay? I was blessed to have both my maternal grandmother and grandfather. Now on my father's side, a little different. A little different. But yeah. Hey boo, let me take this garbage pail kit off the screen. Salutations, Buttercup.
Good morning. I had to chime in on that Lexi thing. Now, you said that you
Hold on, I'm gonna go out and come back in. Stay up here, cause my sound's messed up again. Cause probably because that phone call came in. Don't go nowhere, Lady Rose. Stay up here, take over real quick while I go out and come back in.
Oh no, I just had something quick to say. Ah, the thing with Lexi, I think that that really troubled me was that she had no concrete reason as to why she disliked um her stepmother. Um, she kind of went around the bush. She went around the mulberry bush a lot. I listened to all of her rants, and she really just didn't give any concrete reason. Maybe she's fighting her mom's battle. I don't know. I don't know what the reason is. I don't know what the reason is, but I just know that she seemed like she was looking for something that she was not going to obtain. The very fact that she didn't have a room at her dad's house when they barely had room for their own family, for the people who live with them daily, just doesn't make sense either. And she should, as an adult, she should be more understanding of that.
No, I think as an adult she is. I think she was speaking for when she was a child. She didn't understand why, but I think now as an adult she understands because she already talked about what she can and can't afford. So I think as an adult she understands. But I think as a child her expectations was why couldn't I have my own room? You know what I mean?
But she was speaking as of today. She wasn't talking about how she talked about how she felt as a kid, but she was speaking of the moment, of the now. They didn't give me a room, so you got from that that she understands, because that's not what I got from that.
I got from because I felt she's speaking because I got from her she's speaking of when she was a child. That's how she looked at it.
No, she's speaking as of how she feels right now about them and the reason why she feels the way she feels. She feels like this right now because when she was a kid, she didn't have a room in the house when she said they were actually living with someone else. Am I correct?
No, I don't think she was expecting her own room in the house when they was living with somebody else. Because I believe they moved like two different locations. So I think the second location was their home of their own. That she didn't understand why she couldn't have. But I might have to go back and watch that
Yeah, I
particular
think
one. But I saw
yeah, I think she's really speaking as of now.
when he was living with. I hope she wouldn't expect to have her own room if they was living with somebody else.
I would hope not either, but that's when she brought it up that when they got another house that I think it was like a 3 bedroom house. She actually described the home and she said that she didn't have a room in that house. But you have to go back and think Nell and Chris had two girls, two boys, and then Lexi, who lived in Nashville but was coming to visit. So where exactly was she gonna stay?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, Brown Girls Walk said the same thing I said. It wasn't when she was living with somebody. It was when they bought the new house. And I think all of them had their own room, even though she had two of this and two of that.
No, nobody had their own room but the oldest boy. Remember, she said that he would give up his room so she could have his room. But everybody else was sharing rooms. I guess the boys had their own rooms individually because she does give the amount of rooms in
Mhm.
that house. I don't know, but I just know that whatever she's seeking, it's a little too late to find it other than a relationship with her dad. You're not going to find any monetary thing. You're not going to get an extra bedroom at your age. You're not going to get they're not gonna buy you another car. At some point you have to just forgive and either just determine if you're gonna move on or if you're gonna stay complacent in the fact that you didn't get shoes and clothes at Victoria's Secret or whatever you wanted. Because she does come off as a brat. She doesn't come off as someone who was neglected. Um I don't know. I really wish Chris and Nell would tell their side of the story, but I also am kind of glad that they're not saying anything. Let her dig her own grave. People can see what she's actually, just by listening to her, you can tell. Girl, take us out the group chat, because there are a lot of people who don't even have a bed, don't even have a place to sleep. Children don't have food to eat, don't have a car to drive.
Right. Yeah, that's how I kind of feel, Brown Girls Rock. I'm kind of on Lexi's side. I'm sorry.
She's
I
a
would never
biological
want
daughter, but she
listen
doesn't
or
live
not.
there.
Like, it should have made her feel. What I take from it, like I said, I can admit that she does come off like a brat in a sense, but I also can take that she didn't feel like she was a part of the family. That's what I get from it. I don't think it's just solely about being a brat. And I do get what you're saying that there's some things and I think that's what that I think that's her purpose of even starting the vlog and just getting it out the way is because she did say she has started her healing process and she's kind of accepted the fact that she may not never have a relationship with them.
Yeah, yeah, and I
But I think
hope
she's
she
going
does.
over the different things that affected her. I honestly do not think she's expecting to have her own room right now as an adult. I think she was speaking to when she was a kid, honestly, Lady Ro.
Now, I know she was speaking to as a kid. That's not what I was saying. You totally got that off
Okay,
track. What I'm saying is
okay.
she's speaking as an adult of things that cause hurt. So she's saying that her part of her hurt was the fact that she didn't have her own bedroom at her parents at Chris's home, right? That was part of
Mm,
her
yeah,
complaint. But as an adult, if you sit back, there's a lot of things that I could say as a child I didn't understand that I better understand as a mother and as an adult. And that's what I would think she would do. But Lexi is still harping on things. She's 35 with her own children. And she has a child, I believe, that's 16 or that's a teenager. Um, and she's still harping on things that happened to her as a child without any clear understanding. And that's the only thing that I was speaking of. I'm not saying that as an adult, she's actually she wants a room in their house. No, that's not what I'm saying.
right,
I'm
right,
saying as an adult, she doesn't seem to have any understanding as to why she may not have had a room. And I believe that misunderstanding or that failure to understand as an adult why adults make decisions may be the reason why she has so much hurt as an adult and she comes off as a brat.
I see what you say. You feel like because she's now an adult herself and a mother herself, that there's a level of more understanding that she should
Yes,
receive. I don't
exactly.
understand because I look at things like with my own my own growing up and things that I feel like I missed out on or that I didn't have an understanding for when I was a kid. I did come to have a better understanding when I became my own parent and an adult. And to be honest with you, shoot, when I hit 16, I understood my mother better because from 13 to 16, I didn't have the best relationship with my mother and I didn't understand her. And then one day, I swear to God, I tell you no lie, I just woke up. I would never forget I was 16 and I just started thinking about the life that my mother had when she was my age. And my mother was already a mother of one child by the time she was 16. She had my brother very, very young. So, and I didn't have an understanding of that when I was 13, the way that I got it when I was 16. So I get what you're saying, Lady Bro. But for me, what is disheartening to me is that I don't think as a parent you should ever give up on your kid. Um, Even as frustrating as it can be that you don't feel like they're understanding you. And I think that's what's disheartening for me. As far as Nail and maybe her siblings, I think if her and Chris can't even get to an understanding in a healing place, then she's definitely not gonna get to a healing place with her siblings and her and Nail because the only reason why she's connected to these people is because of her father. So I do think that Chris owes her an attempt to try to mend that relationship. And I don't think Chris is doing that. And that's where I feel disheartened at. Yeah. Well, she said she is in counseling now. She did say she's in counseling. Yeah, Chris has to lead the charge, and he's not doing that. And I that's where I get disheartened at. Whether you think she's a brat or not, she's still your child, and it's clear that she never felt accepted by you. And you just sitting up there ignoring her is just real disgusting. To be honest with you, I find it very disgusting. I'm sorry, that's just my opinion. I think that's my thing, Lady Ro. Has he ever tried? That's what I'm like. Really, Chris is disgusting to me. You're just gonna sit over there and ignore your daughter, like, and just not try to have no understanding of why she may feel that way, or try to resolve that with her. I mean, she did say she blocked him, but I could see why. She said that the man called everybody, and she thinking he calling her to have a conversation, and the only thing he had to say to her was, "Don't talk about my mother." What? Yeah, it's a hard one, Buttercups. It's a hard one. I mean, I understand where y'all coming from too, but I don't know, for me, she ain't gonna get healing with nobody until she get it with Chris, honestly. And like I said, he got grandchildren over there. He's also willing to lose that relationship with, you know. Well, Khadijah, yeah, they have to work through that. They have to work through that. They have to work through that. I mean, she was wrong for threatening to blow up the whole house and all, but you gotta work through that. Your kids is gonna do that. Your kids gonna try you before. Listen, I don't know about y'all, but they damn sure try you, especially when they start feeling themselves. They get a little bit of hair on their balls. If they female, they get a little bit of, you know what I'm saying, get a little bit of titty nipple. They start feeling themselves. They do, and you have to, you know what I'm saying? I don't think she's being spiteful. You think she's being spiteful? Hey, locked in pink. Salutations. Right, right, locked and loaded. See, that's where they screwed her. Or why do that? Why do that? The phone lines is open, Buttercups. No face, no case. Call in. My mom just dropped the number again in case anybody want to call in. Now that's being spiteful. That is being spiteful. Well, I'll say this: there could be some growth on both their sides. I believe that there's some growth that Lexi, some more growing and healing that Lexi needs to do, because that is spiteful. But I can understand why she didn't let him neither. But it is spiteful. You don't call them for their birthday. You don't call and check on them. You don't call and say, "Hey, bring them down for the weekend." Nothing. And then you want to send them, I don't know. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I do too. Well, I think they're blacking each other out. Honestly, no, not she wasn't diagnosed with one, but I do know that she has shared that she felt, she went through a phase where she did not want to be here no more. But I don't know that she was actually diagnosed with a mental illness. I don't. Um, I don't know, because the way she explained it, she felt like she was set up too, because she didn't know that they was going to talk about her mother the way they did, and oh, okay. Okay, I might have to go back and catch that. Okay, Lady Ro. But she could have high blood pressure or something. That don't necessarily have to be mental. I don't know, lady. I gotta go back and check though. I gotta go back and check. Yeah, if there are meds, there's been a diagnosis, but I don't recall her ever saying that she was on meds. But I'll go back and double check that. Yeah, the way that's what I'm saying, the way they came off. But I think they also feel like here is what I feel like. They're following Chris and Nell's lead. If Chris and Nell look like they're not even interested, or if Chris and Nell's coming off, oh, she's too much, and the kids are gonna follow their lead. That's why I said Chris has to even lead the charge with the healing with the siblings. And I believe the siblings are going off of Chris and Nell's lead. If they feel like they don't want to be bothered with her, so why the hell would the siblings want to be bothered with her? If her own father don't want to be bothered with her, you know what I mean? Anxiety, okay. She has anxiety, Lady Rose. So I don't think it's a mental illness. Anxiety is considered a mental illness? Okay. Mm-hmm. Hey, Mimi, top of the morning, Buttercup. Yeah, salutations, Jaha. Salutations, all my Buttercups coming in. Anxiety is considered a mental illness, sad baby doll, or a chemical imbalance. Oh, can lead to depression. And depression is considered a mental illness. Okay. Well, see, I didn't know anxiety was considered a mental illness at all. It can be both. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. Okay, y'all taught me something new. You learn something new every day. Thank you, Buttercups. I did not know that is a secondary condition. Okay. But not necessarily an illness, right? No. Because I think I suffer from anxiety, but okay, your doctor told you. Okay, all right. Well, I think I suffer from anxiety, and I do for sure know I suffer from depression. That's a fact. Hey, okay. Okay. Well, I mean, if you think about it, mental illness is still a chemical imbalance, no? So I guess it would make sense for it to all fall in that. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it could mess with my mental. It did mess with my mental. My own experience with depression and anxiety. So I can get it. Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, okay, Buttercups, Like I said, I do just feel like she just, I get it. She need to get over it. But different strokes for different folks, y'all. Y'all know some people take longer than others. And some people just never get over it. Alexi might be somebody that's never going to get over it. I don't know. A disorder. Okay. No, see, that's different. I know that them symptoms come with that, but I don't think if you just have them symptoms, I don't know. I wouldn't consider myself schizophrenic or bipolar though, because I suffer from depression and anxiety. I don't know about that one. Top of the morning, Auntie. Good morning. One dark and lovely. Thank you. Thank you. Shout out to the Bush Babies. Make sure y'all hit that free 99 like button, okay? The call-in line is open, Buttercups. You don't okay, you think she ain't telling the whole story. Yeah, I do too. I really think Chris needs to step it up and stop ignoring her and reach out to his daughter, honestly. Whether she's grown now or not, she still apparently needs that relationship with him. So I think to use the fact that she's grown as a reason why you don't think you need to step up to the plate and still be a father to her is ridiculous. I don't care how grown my kids get. I'm still always going to be their parent. Like, that shit's crazy to me. I'm sorry. I don't agree with how Chris is handling this shit at all. Hey, sad Sammy. Okay. Okay. Right. Well, there's levels to everything in life, ain't there? Man, that's her father. It's no, because I would be trying to think about why the hell you said that shit about my character. My feelings would be hurt, and we would need to get to the bottom of it, aka that you're her father. Get out, get over it, and get to the bottom of it. Okay, your feelings are hurt, her feelings are hurt. Let's get to the bottom of it. You gotta lead the charge because you the father. Well, Lexi didn't get the memo, lady bro. Lexi didn't get the memo. Cause I will say I do know that she says she has blocked him. Um, she doesn't care to have any communication with him. And I feel like she did that because she's tired. She's tired of being let down. She's tired of expecting something that she's never gonna get from him. So they both have given up on each other really at this point. I guess all we can do is pray that they get it together, buttercups. But she apparently missed that memo too. Yeah, he was. He was in the army. Um, when she was young. Yeah. But that doesn't explain for when he got out the army. He didn't. Well, I don't know because I don't know Buttercups. You're right. You're right. Yeah. There's her side, their side, and then there's the truth. So maybe he thought he was putting enough time in with her, but she explained that they never had any time alone. He's never, hey, come on, I'm gonna come get you and take you out to lunch, just me and you. I think it's very important that you do stuff like that with your kids. Bonding, like I went to have lunch with Mama ButterFlii the other day. Like me and my big brother used to always have lunch with her, but we have our own days when we would. One day would be my day. I would go have lunch with her. Then another day, my big brother would go have lunch with her. So I think it's important that you do give your kids, especially when you have more than one. Some of them do need that one-on-one time more so than maybe the other one. And maybe that's that you can. That's also tricky too because you can think that this child doesn't need you because they don't have their behaviors are not as attention seeking and really drop the ball, not realizing that they need you just as much as the child that is attention seeking. You know what I mean? So it's tricky. It's a tricky slope, y'all. It's a tricky slope. I was I wouldn't say she did. If she did, she dang sure is now on her YouTube channel. Hey, Queen Script. Salutations, Buttercup. Yeah, it is a touchy subject. Nope, no parents are perfect because damn sure Lord knows I wasn't. That ain't. Yeah. That's why I said it is tricky. I don't want to necessarily just blame it all on Chris, but I do think as an adult in the situation, he does have to take control. That's the only thing I would say about that. Now I can't, and I can only go off of what she's sharing, and she feel neglected, and she don't feel like she was ever made to feel a part of the family, even though it's a blended family. And I think a lot of blended families deal with that too. So, you know, I can understand. I don't know, Buttercups. I don't know. Nobody's calling in today. Nope. No callers today, Buttercups. But yeah, that's all I really floating around being newsy about today, Buttercups. Y'all know tonight is our follow train Thursdays. We will be back, okay? For our follow train. That's when we try to help other content creators, get their channels, help them get in the algorithm, try to get them some subscribers. And we also highlight different entrepreneurs. So last chance to hit the call-in line. No face, no case. Get it off your chest. We got a call. Hold on, Buttercups. Salutations. Oh, it didn't answer. Hold on. Salutations. Hello? Can you hear me, Buttercup? Hello? Buttercup? You there? Uh-oh, they hung up. It might have been the bootleg. Hold on, Buttercup. I'm going to call you back. All right, Buttercup? What happened? Come on, man. Lord knows that's aggravating. 972 area call. Calling you back, Buttercup. Let's see if we can get you on the line. Oh, that's what happened. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, we was just talking about that a little bit. Hello? Oh, that hung up. Sorry, Buttercup. I thought you wasn't gonna pick up. Call back, Buttercup. Call back. Area code 972. Call back, Buttercup. Sorry about that. Yeah, we just talked about that. We talked about the Just Hilarious Breakfast Club. We went over a little bit of the Garbage Pro Kids, what they got going on down there to the Garbage Pro Kids side of things. Yeah, we just had a little mix of different things. Nothing real serious. Just went over a couple of things. Yeah, I had to call out a slow meter. And they wanted a Garbage Pro Kid. They wanted to jump down in my chat with some nonsense. It's, don't pin these women against each other, as if homegirl didn't pin herself against the girl. Okay, like, Sad to say, y'all, my son only, okay. Oh. Okay. Now, that part right there. All right, Carla. Salutations. Thank you for calling in. No face, no case. Get it off your chest.
Yes, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you, Buttercup.
Yeah, I was talking about speaking of Lexi and her dad, her family.
Yes.
I was raised by my grandparents, but my biological parents were in the picture. So it's just a tough situation to be exact and say this is what he hasn't done because we don't know both sides.
Right.
And at this point, I mean, they're both at us. He grown, she has her own family. So we don't know what he didn't do for her. We can't be exact and say he's a deadbeat or he needs to reach out. Because we don't know if he's reaching out. It's just her side of it.
Right.
So to be exact and say what he's not doing, we can't say that. Because I've been in that situation. I mean, it didn't cause a depression in my life because I grew up with great grandparents. But like I said, both parents was in my life. My father picked me up. My stepmom took me shopping, did what they could do. But when she did visit her, he still provided a roof. They put shelter, gave her food. probably clothed her. So we don't know all of that. To say she's a deadbeat, we only go on what she said because she is it's her feelings and what she feels. So we can't say his relationship how it was with her, in my opinion.
Right.
It's because he's the dad. Like if he's grown into it, it has her own family. Like I said, I can't take away her feelings and how she feels. But to just be exact and say he has to call and reach out to her, we don't know if he's been calling her. We don't know what happened in the middle of her being a small child, young adult, in her stages of life. We don't know what he did for her and what she accepted and what she turned out. It's a lot of sides to this.
No, it is. Now,
Who's to say her mom told her don't call him or stopped her from being into his life? We don't know all that. We can say what we saw on TV and what she's saying.
Right. Well, I will say
what she's saying, in my opinion.
Right. But see, we can say that Chris has admitted to not. Yeah, well, we can say that Chris has admitted to not being in her life because he was unaware of her attempting to take her life. So
he had been in her life and she was visiting him. So we don't know. I know a lot of parents and a lot of mothers sometimes get interfered. Not saying her mother did that and say, "I'm not going to let you visit him. Don't call him." We don't know all that, but
the mother said she's never been like that. So, she did do when she did that interview with "I Give You the Real Tea." The mother did speak.
So we don't know what happened. I was raised in that type of era, but I was still loved and supported. It seemed like she missed out on his love. That's what she said. But to say he did not provide shelter, food, clothing for her, those are the main things God to provide: shelter, clothing, food, provide, show love as well. So that's just she feel like she needs the love.
Right. Well, he did admit, but there is a part of her life that he's missing because he didn't know that she tried to unalive herself. He's admitted to not even knowing that. So you got to think about it. If he's a part of her life on a consistent basis, I think he's been a part of it. But the problem is he hasn't been consistent, because if he was consistent, then he would have known about her trying to take her own life. He admitted to not even knowing that.
But I'm going to say, if you're looking on the outside,
yeah,
at exact bowl and say he's not a good father. That's her opinion. And that's all we could go by. What she is saying, but for the outside to say he's not a good father, we don't know that.
Yeah. Well, see, I think I get what you're saying. Because I'm only going off of what she said and the fact that he is admitted that they haven't spoken.
All he can do is go by what she said.
Right. I mean, but a little bit about what he's admitted to too now, because he's admitted to some things. He's publicly admitted to not knowing that she almost took her own life. You get what I'm saying? So there are some things that he has admitted to publicly that you could kind of go off of, like how that's something very, very serious. Like, how could you not know?
I didn't hear you. He admitted to
not knowing.
Now he admitted to what?
Not knowing that she almost took her own life. So there is a disconnect there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Is that, I mean, that's a bad situation, but is that his fault? We make decisions in life.
Is it his fault that he didn't know that she tried to take her life? Yeah, it's his fault.
Because we got depression. There's a lot of depression and things that come to play, but
no, I'm not saying this is no, so I think you're mistaken what I'm saying. I'm not saying that it's his fault that she almost took her own life.
I mean, you're making a bold statement to blame him if she wants to unalive herself. That's a bold statement.
No, Buttercup. That's not Buttercup. Buttercup. Listen to what I'm saying. He admitted to not knowing. I didn't say nothing about it was his fault that she did that. He admitted to not knowing that she did that. Not that it's his fault.
Okay, and what was the reason? And what was the reason?
For him not knowing?
For her to wanted to allow it. Was it related to her situation with him? Is that what that's what we're talking about?
Right. What I'm saying is he admitted to love. But listen to what I'm saying. We're not talking about the reason why she did that. The point I'm making is he was unaware.
No,
How are you unaware that your child almost took her own life? You get what I'm saying? How are you unaware of that?
Yeah, but you brought it into the conversation what we're saying, and I didn't know nothing about that, but you brought that into the conversation.
Yeah, because you said, no, I was saying there's some things that he has.
All in.
No, yeah, the reason why I brought that up is because there had to been some disconnect there. You get what I'm saying? I brought it up because you said that we don't know if he was there or not, and I said there had to be some disconnect there because he was unaware of her doing that. You get that's why I brought that up.
Okay, my biological parents didn't raise me. They're not gonna know everything if we're not in the same household or don't see everybody every day. That's just normal. That's normal. That's normal lifestyle right there. We don't know everything. If you look at it, our parents send us to school. Do they know what we're doing every day at school?
As some as important as no longer being here in the flesh as that, I can't. Yeah, nah.
Like I said, it's a bad situation. It's a bad situation.
Yeah,
I pray for her healing and whatever his side as well. But not to get so deep. But my thing was to just totally dominate him and saying what he's not doing. We don't know everything. We looking in for what she said. Right. And it's just sad to have to go cover and tell the story. I know she was on a TV show, but what if she was on a TV show? Would she be going cook it, talking about him?
Well, I think that's what happened because even though they had that explosive dinner, right? So the next season they addressed an interview that she did on social media on the show.
Yeah, I understand, but I understand that part. That's what you're saying, but a father child relationship, I'm gonna still try to teach it outside. Everybody's feeling out no discuss. I was on a TV show. They're just not me. So what are you doing to hurt him or to you heal yourself by doing it? It's just a question. Yeah.
Well, she says this is a part of her healing process.
That's all I gotta say. I don't want to get too deep in it, but like I say, I pray for healing on both sides.
Right.
Tough situations. I just think sometimes when we start being direct and in absolute comment, it's just not a good look sometimes when we say absolute things. That just happens.
Well, thank you, Buttercup. I appreciate you calling in and sharing your opinion. I really appreciate it.
It's just a tough situation on my conversation. It just happens.
Oh, yeah, no problem, Buttercup. That's what the call-in's for. Get it off your chest. I appreciate it. And you never know, there might be some people in the comments that agree with you.
I just think sometimes it's already hard on our Black fathers. And then openly, I mean, not saying what he did was whatever drug he made him think about it. It's correct. But I'm just saying, it's three sides of everything. Probably four. You got two stepmoms, you got a dad, you got a mother involved. So it's an extended family thing. So
right.
We don't know all of it. We just want healing and all of it. Right. And even with the adult kids, they can make decisions on their own if they want to try to reach her and keep vice versa. The parents doesn't have to make decisions for those grown kids. They are grown. They got their own family. And we don't know if they would try to contact us, vice versa. But we don't know all this. Like I said, we can on the outside looking in. But I just be one side sometimes. It's a whole big picture. It's a whole big picture. It's more than just what you're saying. It's a lot more.
I understand.
But that's it. But I don't want to hold you up.
Okay. Thank you, Buttercup. Thank you for calling in. I appreciate it. And thank you for sharing your opinion. You know, this was all about us coming together, sharing our different thoughts. We're not always going to agree on, we don't have to agree. That don't mean, oh no, call. No, it's okay that you have your own opinion. Yeah. I appreciate that. That's what makes us better as a collective.
And that's what they're paying for. Hopefully somebody else will be listening to understand what other people's point of view.
Yeah.
To make people look at other sides and way, not so to be direct.
Exactly. So I appreciate it, Carla. I really appreciate it,
But
Buttercup.
blessings to you and blessings to you. Keep your head up and stay keep God first.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I definitely will. We appreciate you.
Okay.
All right now. Hey, Queen Script.
What's
How
up,
you
girl?
doing,
How
Buttercup?
you doing, lady?
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm on break now. I see y'all on Chris and Lexi. I don't know why Lexi grown now. I do understand her pain. I'm just trying to understand, like, when you have that kind of pain, is the internet the right place for it? Like, people keep going to the internet, and I'm not going to try to excuse Chris, right? His weaknesses and where he was short at, but he fell short. He even admitted that he fell short. There is nothing Chris can do about the past. Now they can create new memories if she's willing. But see, I believe she wants the redo of the past, and that's impossible. So now you have to make a choice. Do I want to continue to try to work on my relationship with my dad? Or am I just going to move on? 1 second, please. My loud nephew coming in. Oh, gosh. I'm talking. So all I'm saying is Lexi needs to get help, heal. But I used to vilify the man. But after the last few years of my life, seeing two good men, these are men who not just pay child support, they wanted to spend time with their kids and spent time with their kids. Events, functions. It wasn't just child support, it was the whole shebang. But the mothers were angry at the fathers for not wanting to be with them anymore, right? And they turn their kids against their father. And see, we as women have so much power with our kids. Our kids will forgive us. They sometimes are not too quick to forgive their fathers. So that power we have is strong. I have adult kids. They have told me things that I didn't know I was wrong about with their dad. Okay, he's not perfect, but he's their father. He's who I chose. I chose the man. So why am I going to keep dragging him out to his own kids? This girl has the bitterness of not just hers. I'm sorry, I think she's still wearing her mother's skirt. I do, and I don't think her mother's a mean, malicious person. But people can present nice and be hell raisers behind the scenes. Her mother presents very nice. We don't know that. That stepfather is so good to her. Why is there still so much anger? You had a good life from what I can hear. Why are you angry? Where did you keep hearing this? You're saying Nell and Chris. People's lives change. People are allowed to move on with other people, whatever the circumstances it is. She is Mrs. Fletcher. That girl is trying to do something else, and I think it's a mental health issue. I do. And that's not on Chris. So at some point, when can that man be forgiven and live his life? He's admitted his flaws. He has tried, but ain't no way I'm gonna kiss the ass of somebody I made, I created. I'm not doing that. Okay, I'm a mother. I promise you, I will do anything for my kids. I'll die for my kids, but one thing I won't do is kiss their ass. That's not happening because he's still her father and there's no respect. And that's what I don't like about her, the lack of respect for his role as just her father and seeing him as a human. He's a human being. So I don't know who did what, but I'm not too much with her doing these channels and stuff. She's doing too much.
Yep. And that's what that my boo Queen Quip said. That's what Queen Swift said.
I'm
I don't
tired of
know,
hearing this.
Buttercup.
They're gonna keep dragging this man. I mean, for the rest of his life. Like, come on, this girl married, got kids. I know somebody. They don't even speak to their dad every week in their whole lives. Paid child support had them every weekend. Their mother turned these girls against their father, I rather. And now they taking her skirt and carrying the same anger for no reason. I promise you. So when do you stop? When do you stop? It has to stop at some point. Chris need to do what he's doing, living his life. If Lexi wants to be a part of it, fine. If not, I did my job. I gave you life. I did the best I can do. It wasn't good enough. Life has to go on. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm wrong for that, but life has to go on.
That part I don't agree with. As long as you on this earth, I don't think you should ever stop trying to build a relationship with your kids, whether they grown or not. That part I don't agree with.
I don't know. I think if your kids say to you, I do not want a relationship, leave me alone, and they're adults, you have to respect your kids. That's the
Yeah.
decision they made. because you gonna
Right.
sit here all your life chasing behind something that might never be given to you. You have to make peace with that. My friend had to make peace. He paid child support for 21 years, bought a car for the girl in college. She still won't speak to him, won't let him see the grandkids, nothing. So you think I'm going to keep, he had to go to therapy. This is a strong, good man. These stepkids and stuff be so disrespectful and rude. The parents don't check them. I'm not dealing with that. I have a son, and listen, he's in his 30s. If he don't come at me correct, then we just not going to talk. I'll say, I always tell him I love you, but I don't like you right now. You're not going to treat me like that. That's the problem. Everybody, my kids are not my friends. When I have to put in a mother hat,
Right.
I put in a mother hat and a friend hat. What I will not do is chase behind a grown adult, child or not. They made a decision. I have to respect their decision. He came back to me, my son. You know why? Because he knew I wasn't wrong. It's just that simple for me.
I understand. Hey, Buttercup, salutations. Buttercup, Kasha. Oh, I'm saying it right. Kasha, are you on mute, sweetie? Think you on mute? Beautiful. Let me see. Nope, you're not on mute. Let me mute you. Kasha, you there, sweetie?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay. So, how are you doing, Buttercup?
I got the
Welcome,
flu.
welcome, welcome.
I got the flu, but I had to jump up on here. I agree with the last caller. Um, I got 3 biological children, and I adopted, well, I became the presumed mother of 5 additional ones. And they're disrespectful. I did that at 24. I'm 41 now. I raised them the best that I, to my ability, been there every step. A present mom. I work my ass off. I cook, I clean, wash clothes, do everything. Taught them to respect themselves, but they're disrespectful. And that comes from different things. I wasn't the perfect mom. I know that. I was growing with them, but I've never given them no reason to not excel and succeed in life. And you can't be up in my house laying up, not doing nothing. You gonna graduate, you gonna work, or you gonna get up out of here. And you're not gonna act like you running it. And kids these days truly have it in their mind that they could be disrespectful to people, to adults, when they don't even know how to wipe their ass right. So I can see Lexi's part because my oldest daughter has some issues with her dad, and I always told her, no matter what, you respect him. That's your father. You may not like his wife, but you respect her because she's present. And now they have a perfect, not a perfect relationship, but a great one, or organic one, and she respects them. But there are kids out here who do not see their blessings. They don't understand what struggle is. They're entitled. They feel like they're owed something. And another problem is that parents these days raise and put children in grown adult positions. They don't know how to stay in a kid's place. So they feel like they can buck up. I got boundaries. So anytime you feel you're gonna walk into my house, me and my husband's house, and disrespect either one of us, that's a problem for me. And you got to go.
Oh no, I agree with that, Carla. Man. I'm saying, like I said, I don't think she was wrong for saying I'll blow something else up and all that. Um,
I
so
haven't really
I would
like
feel
watched. I haven't
a
really
level of respect.
watched her a whole
Mhm.
lot. Um,
Yeah.
because of what I seen on the show, it just put a really distasteful. It was just distasteful the way that they edited, and I know production does that. So I was like, ugh. Then I seen her interview with T, giving a real tea with her and her mom, and it was like kind of one sided. It seemed like as if like my thing is, kids stay in a kid's place. The issues that your mother and father were going through, that's grown adult issues. Now, if Chris wasn't there or if he was prevented from being there, I don't know what the situation is. But you don't show the amount
Right.
of disrespect that you showed at that table, no matter what. You got to have some kind of.
But we lost your sound, Mama.
Sorry, am I back?
Yep, you're
I, I,
back.
I, my the children I've given birth to, couldn't nobody step in and interfering with how I was parenting them. And even though they fathers may be the doggest of men towards me, I feel they're good fathers. And I tell them respect that man, because without him, you wouldn't be here. Your feelings are your feelings. You got to
That's
figure
right.
out a healthy way to demonstrate that, to talk. There's healthy communication. We ain't always got to scream and yell, but you're not going to walk in my house screaming, yelling, and thinking that you're going to run anything. You
No,
got your
man.
own house. And until you feel that you can do that, that's it. I mean, I don't know what to say. I'm not going to be over here hurting. And I feel for Nell. I do. I feel for Lexi too, because I've seen all aspects. I'm walking it myself, but I feel for them. But Nell needs a little more grace. Like, people get into
She really
relationships, they
does.
get into stuff, and people just don't know what the truth is.
That's
There's
right.
always three truths, and two things can be right at once. He may have been married. They could have been separated. If you listen to the interview, Lexi has a lot of hurt, and it's based because she was placed in an adult position. She shouldn't have known what she knew about her dad. That's just too much.
Exactly.
And I mean, I'm sorry, like, to each his own, but the way she talking, how you sounding more hurt than your mama. She should have that vindication behind the story. But you
Mm.
have it because that's your mom. You can love your mom, do all that. But understand, everybody plays a position. That's between your mother and your father. Now, I don't know what Chris did. If he wasn't there, or why he wasn't there. Maybe it was the dish. I don't know. But what we seen on television, hell no. You ain't gonna be up in my house acting like that, and you not gonna be running around these YouTube streets, no streets, disrespecting me like that. I'll cut you off. But when you really need me, you know where home is. It's not going to be over material. You did this for this one, you did that for that one. Parents need to start telling these kids, when we have them young, or we raise them young, or cousins, whoever, when we raise these children young, we growing with you too. Everything ain't perfect. We growing with you. Have a little grace. I mean, I had to jump up on this topic because that
I'm
one
glad
gets
you
me.
did. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you so much. Are you subscribed?
I believe I am. It's
Okay.
I
All
said
right.
what I
Double check.
said. I'm myself what I said.
I'm sorry. Say that again, babe.
I said what I said. That's who I am.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you subscribe. I think you said you subscribed. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's me.
Well,
That's
thank
me.
you for so beautiful.
Yeah.
I love
So
the red here. Red,
thank you.
so
Thank you. I
beautiful.
hope I didn't offend nobody. I didn't get up here to offend
Oh,
nobody.
no, I love
No,
buttercup. Loving it.
you told your
Girl,
story.
read.
You told your story. But
Is
butterfly,
it?
honestly, you really don't see, like, at some point, right? You don't think an adult child, as an adult child, I have both parents in the house. My dad adopted me when I was a little girl, 2 or 3. I didn't know he wasn't my biological father. He had to tell me. He never treated me different, right? Me and my sister. He had a great dad. Now, did I know about my biological? No, I knew about him when I was 18. My mother never talked about that man. My father never talked about that man. Why? Because I had a daddy. I never had that man name. Okay. Now I don't care what anybody says. I don't care how nice Lexi mother asked. I think there was a lot of things that were being said to her about her dad. I don't think it was just hearsay, third party. And I think a lot of it she took on because I think mentally she's looking at things as though she's a wife. Oh, grace for both sides. I think
Right.
everyone needs grace. The ex-wife needs grace. The daughter needs grace. Kid Chris needs grace. However, I do not like when we just assassinate the mother or the father, because Chris said he had problems at the time. He said that. He said, I was drinking, I was running. Nell, he was raising hell with Nell. Nell couldn't even lock him down. Chris was out there. He was a mess, and he admits
He
that.
told his truth. He
He
told his truth.
Right. Now, there's nothing he can do about the past. And that's my thing. When are people going to reconcile the past things you have no control? She had no control over her dad. Was her dad wrong for the things he did?
Jesus.
Yes, he was. But obviously, he wanted you here. You are alive. He wanted you. He
He was
effed up.
present. You knew some of who you.
Mm.
No,
Hold up,
no.
baby. Sorry.
Sorry. I had that
Go ahead.
problem with my mom. It was hard for me to forgive her past. And it was a similar situation. My father is not my biological father. I did not find my father until I got married when I was 24. I found him a month before I got married at 24 years old. Yeah, 24. I didn't hold nothing against him. Even though I heard little things once my mom, I said, no, I'm going to find him. I want to know. When I found out the truth, my dad wasn't my dad. I wanted to know where I came from, just for my daughter's sake, if anything was to happen medically. But parents and us children, I had to forgive my mom. I really did. And my biological father ended up passing away probably about 5 years later. And I was hurt. And my mom was like, I'm sorry. Okay, I hear it. I want to ask you the whys, but it can't change it. People got to learn how to move forward. You get nowhere looking behind in the rear view mirror. You don't drive and look behind, do you? No, we don't. We only do that to go in reverse. We have to look forward. We have to teach our babies to look forward. And forgiveness is a hard thing also when we have to take into account, because Chris may have told his truth. My mom told her truth. But how many times was that a repeat cycle? We don't know. So maybe Lexi's stuck in some kind of hurt. So when I say grace for everybody, it's grace for everybody, but it shouldn't be only it shouldn't be out here how it's out here. When you have an active parent and siblings trying to heal and move forward. I don't think it's for television, because it's been said many times on that show. Nell and Chris was been asked to be main cast members, and they said no. Nell said no. She probably trying to heal her family. She know where her kids is going to. She didn't want all of this to be out like that. She wanted to heal first. But they made the decision, and look where it's at. But they got to heal. I pray Lexi heals, because they got another generation coming, and generational curses are real.
Well, I met my biological father. He wasn't a bad guy. He just was messed up in his early 20s. He wasn't ready. Family, right? This and that. A lot of things happened. He felt a lot of shame and remorse. I know he did, because I met his other kids and he was there with them. He wasn't as good a dad as my dad, from what I found out. So actually, it was a blessing for me. Lexi's mother was blessed because she took her. Him leaving was good. He was drinking and acting a fool. She married a nice man who loves her daughter. So that's why I'm saying it's how you look at things. But at some point, I'm really hoping they don't make this a part of the storyline, because it's not right. Not for the kids they have now, the kids Nell had before. It's not right, even for Lexi and her kids to have all that on TV. And she'll see that one day. One day she'll realize that he is the grandfather. And it's important. But if she doesn't want it, he has to let that go too. He really does.
I hope Lexi listens to some of it. I really do.
I didn't grow up with my father neither, but my mother never ever spoke bad about him. In fact, she never mentioned him unless I asked about him. And the first time I recall meeting my father, I was 8 years old. That I do have the fact, much like Lexi, I didn't grow up in the same place as my father neither. Like my parents, my grandparents, they're all from Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? So, and I grew up here. So I didn't have that. But for me, I spent a lot of my life, trying to get that connection from the time I could. I met him the first time at 8. I didn't see him again until I was 14. And that's when I found out I had a baby sister. And I even that last time that I seen him, when I found out I had a baby sister, we left and I was kind of hurt, because it was like, well, dang, he was supposed to come meet me and he didn't come meet me. So he ended up giving us the address of where he's at. And come to find out, he didn't leave the house because he had my little sister there. So and like, dang, I don't have no type of connection with you. And here you are watching, you're there with my sister. And I was 14 at the time. I did remember crying, leaving there like, well, dang, why don't you want me? You know what I mean? But I still, for whatever, I yearned for that relationship, and I did not hold it against him. I guess I can see what y'all saying by being able to heal. Even like with my kids, like they don't have they don't really care for their father, and I keep trying to push them to build some type of relationship with him, but they feel like why are they trying to build a relationship with him when they're their kids?
You can't force it. Don't force it.
Like
That's
Yeah,
true though.
yeah,
I'm not going to push myself. Like that man was nice and everything, and I was glad to meet him
mhm,
because I learned how. Well, I walked the way I walked, certain physical attributes with his sisters. He had a million sisters and brothers. They wasn't chasing us down. So for me, I have a big family. I left them alone. I don't need that kind of drama in my life. You understand? They call us
yeah,
the lost little lambs. I said no. We was very much, but we was just in another herd. You know, we wasn't with y'all. We was in the other herd, the right herd. Don't ever say I was long lost. Was nothing lost about me. You know, but yeah, you do abandonment issues. You do have those issues, even if you have a dad in the house. That's why I said meeting my biological father was a comfort to me to know that he was ashamed, he was embarrassed, and that he did want a relationship, but he had let things go too far. So once my father took us, it was like, no, you stay over there because these kids don't need to be hurt. And it was a smart move my parents did. But when I met them, I was like, thank you for keeping us away from them because they wasn't for us. You know, they wasn't for
Exactly.
us. But yeah, I'm gonna get off
Right.
now. It's time, but sometimes the past just need to stay in the past. It's good to know the man, the face, and all that, but to get to know the person, sometimes it's worse because you might not like them, you might hate them more. I'm sorry, that's how I felt. So I left it
I'm
alone
some
because I
kids
saw
True that.
some
the
Yeah.
some children, what I've been told, because I fought for, I don't know if y'all can hear me. I fought for my five oldest,
no. But we can hear
and
you now.
they
You,
can you hear me? Okay. Every time my phone go out, I guess the mic go out, so I got to keep hitting the screen. I was 24. Me and my husband grew up together. Our grandmas lived three houses down from each other, so we always knew each other. But when we reconnected, he told me like I got kids now. He knew I had two children. My youngest at the time was one. My oldest was five. And he told me the situation, but we got together. I met the other kids, and I'm looking. My husband, he's a Hispanic and black. But when I looked at the kids, I'm like, they don't look black, but you love them, because I knew my dad wasn't my dad. So it made me love my husband more that he could even give that. About a year later, they were lost to the system because she was on drugs. And I said, they were saying, "Oh no, you can't get him." They was telling my husband, you can't get him," because they did DNA tests. None of the kids was his. And I said, "Fuck that." Sorry, I don't know if I could cuss on here. I said,
No,
"Nah."
you not.
Uh,
No, go ahead.
I said, "Fuck that."
Ain't
No,
much.
you let him. My father loved me unconditionally. I don't know where I'd be without my daddy. Like, that's my father. He's my best friend. We gonna fight for your kids. I fought tooth
right.
and nail. I was pretty much his lawyer. It took us 2 years to get them. The state did not give us any red penny for them. I made sure, like, I was walking to work just so I didn't have to pay a car note to make sure he can get up there, because it was a 2 hour drive to make it to court. Like, we were active
Oh,
and present and making sure we got them. And to get them, and then later on, them be so disrespectful because they were 12, 10, 8, and 6 at the time. So they already
yeah.
knew, and we kept them consistently with visits and stuff with their other side of the family, because I believe that's important. They form their own judgment. So one of the workers told me, when one of my daughters said she lied. Um, she wanted to go out. She was 12 years old. And I said, "You ain't going out. Like, you going to be in before the street lights out." She said she was at
Oh,
the rec
hell.
playing basketball. And she lied and went to school the next day and told them that I beat her. Like, but it was the scar that she had was an old scar. They recognized it. So what they had to do was put us like through family counseling and therapy and stuff. And they told my husband, like, your wife could be facing really hard charges if we didn't recognize it. Like, some kids have this syndrome to where they hate the stepmother because she's not the mother. And I'm telling you, my two girls,
Right.
the two girls, those are the ones that give me the most heartache. Like, they don't want to respect anything, and they will twist things up between me and my husband. It's an energy that come with them, but I love them. But I tell them, I'm not dealing with it. You're not bringing that in my house. Like,
Right. Right.
until you get your life right. Like, I don't deal with sleeping around and being willy nilly. You're gonna do what you're gonna do, but if you ain't got a job or in school, why are you even dealing with these niggas? Like, that's just how I see it. Like,
Yeah. I
I
feel like
walk
that, too, baby.
everybody
Listen.
walks a path, and some
Yeah.
kids are tormented because they think on what they should have had and why they don't got it, and they treat this one better than that one. No one looks at their actions, and I get their kids, so they don't have the mentality to do that yet. We still don't even have it sometimes. It takes us we're still growing. But boundaries are
Right.
boundaries. And if you set those boundaries early and let them know, like all my kids know, there's a certain way that you can play and not play with me. I'm the fun one, but I will get in your ass. And it's not physical.
Listen.
I will put you in your place. And as of the last year and a half, I have so many boundaries. You ain't walking into my house with that spirit. I'm not dealing with it. We gotta.
Yeah.
I don't know. I pray for her. I do. I pray for any kid out there, all of us, anybody that's holding on to the past, but the past got to just be let go. You can't work on that. And there's one person I got that pray with me every day about that. And I hope we all got somebody that you can turn to that will pray with you genuinely, not for a benefit,
Yeah.
but for healing.
Right. You better say that again. I said, I said what I said, girl.
I can cut up though. I'm sentimental, but I can cut up. What's the, what's the next topic? I ain't trying to make nobody cry.
Okay. Look, we talked about Jess in the situation with the Breakfast Club, and we talked a little bit about what's going down with the Garbage Pail Kids. And one of them left a comment about old girl coming up with fans, and I feel like she stole that idea from T. But some of the Buttercup
Absolutely, she
said
did. She
I
did.
I said I don't there ain't nothing about no game idea. So she ain't no girl. No, she stole that from giving you the real truth. Everybody know that it's signature time. Okay,
No, she
you tried
did.
to overlook. I make it seem like she following the violence and line dancing. They're gonna be keeping up with that stuff.
But what does her
Come on,
say?
man. Right. What does it say? Wait, is Lady D still in here? I mean, Lady D, Lady B. I think Lady B said she's seen the video. I didn't see the video. I only knew it because of this. One of the Garbage Pail Kids came down. They felt like they wanted to get some off their chest in my chat. Hold on. Yeah,
I
okay.
see
Can you
now.
see it?
You had me hollering with
Oh
that
yeah.
the garbage pail kid thing in the back. I was hollering and coughing all at the same time.
Okay, that's their new name. They just stole my dark side saying, so I had to give them a new name. We gonna have to keep it fresh over here because they steal a lot. So
It's just too
they're
much
now the
going on
Garbage
with
Pail
them.
Kids.
It's too much going on with them. I don't
But
get it. She doing fans now, but
I
she
understand.
felt so disrespected by. She doing fans now, but she felt so disrespected by T flopping his fan. Well, popping because not flopping. He always popped that shit.
Hmm. She felt disrespected when he popped his fan. Girl.
He has different sayings on him, and I remember when she dropped into his live, I was in there, and she,
Hmm.
women and all this and respect and your fist up, power up to women, and you can't talk to them like this, that, and whatever it may be. But T is T. He ain't trying to disrespect nobody. He giving commentary. But it's ironic
Right.
now you making fans. I just want to know what her fans say. I want to see if it's any
Right.
bitch please or is it all holier than out thou. Because I'll tell you what ain't holy is falling on your knees in front of other married people.
Right. I look. I'm like, look. It probably said God said go again. Who knows? I don't know. That's a good question. Where Lady B at? She tapped out. I don't know. We're gonna have to find out what them fans say. I'm gonna have to go do my research. But because I didn't know what that girl was doing with her merchandise. I do know that she's trying to keep up with Stormy. She got her live schedule, a mega live. We already know Stormy did the first mega live. And we haven't heard nothing mega same day.
Mm-mm-mm. It's always something like a tit for tat. Why can't everybody win?
Well,
And if you think about where all the mess was created with this show. It's so unfortunate because I remember watching it the first day. I've been watching this show since it came out.
Yeah,
It made a lot of people some money, but it also made them some headaches.
baby. Listen. Mm, it is very, very dark and heavy.
I see
It
them
is
trying to
very,
take it in a different path to lighten it up. And I don't
yeah.
know, I could be saying too much. My TheraFlu is kicking in. But I could be
All right.
saying no, it's all right. I'm good. I'm feeling good though. Um
Perfect.
I see that it's
T.
I huh?
Mhm. No, go ahead, baby. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying like I could see the show they're trying to take it in another positive. They're trying to take it on a different path. I would like to know who this new couple is.
Me
I don't
too.
think that this whole Trish and Ken and Marquez situation, I don't think they meant for it to turn out how it has. But I do believe, well, I don't think Carlos King intended for it to be like that. With working
Right.
in a corporate office, being high management, I know that we cannot control what other departments do. And meaning that
Right.
is production. They need to
Mhm.
start setting ground rules. And I do believe because of this show, they are going to start setting some. Because
Yeah.
I don't think it's him
Yeah.
initially. I don't. But
Well, I feel like for one, I think that they're gonna pivot from the whole Ken, Trish, and Marquez of it all. I think they're gonna X out Marquez because he was let go. He said it down
I
into the
mean,
trap.
do
Said he was
you
let
agree
go
or
because.
disagree with why they let him go, though? I ain't
Oh no,
watched
I
all of
agree.
it. Yeah,
Oh
I,
no,
I
I
mean,
agree. Why they? Did you see them text messages? Shout out to Diane Rose. Did you see them text messages?
I didn't. I
No.
didn't see
I
them.
like
Only thing I watched was, I think it was the second interview or the third interview um, on You Know Who's page. It had popped up when I was getting ready for work, and I watched it. And what he was saying, it was more like playing victim. Like he was trying to take accountability, but it was more of a victim card as well. I'm like, nah, bruh. Like there's people out here who really been through domestic violence, who have suffered it. Clearly, you're still in love with the wife you walked away from. I do remember Trish saying in the beginning, I think it was their first time on the show, saying something along the lines of, like he's still there for his children, but me and him like don't have no communication. That's not verbatim, but it was something along those lines. So I'm like, okay, I get that because I've been in that situation. You ain't got to talk to me, but you can talk to your kids. I'm cool with that. But he came on this
yeah,
show and tried to make an imprint on the show, and that man really thought that he was going to get Trish back. He didn't think Trish was really going to move on. And he tried to make it, oh, Ken, you were talking to her then. But what were you doing then for her to even talk to him? Like, it's a lot of questions to go back and forth, but do just own it, move on, take care of your children, do what you got to do. And
that's the part I don't get. Like you moved to Atlanta, you've been gone, so
now
now all
you
of a
want to
sudden
come back.
because you're on the show, now you want her back. And see where he messed up at was attaching himself to that other forever victim. That he really messed up there because she led him down the wrong road. You know what I'm saying? She got him to play the forever victim like she did, and it didn't work for him.
Here's the thing, though, that when I was watching that video, I'm sitting there like, ain't this the same blogger or not, well, content creator who's so hard on uh, old girl's ex-husband? But he pretty much did the same thing. He ain't bring a baby home, but he walked away from his family and he was cheating and stepping out and wasn't present. So how are you defending it now? It's like calling the kettle black, the pot black. Like it's a hypocrite. It's just being a hypocrite. You can't try to boss one up, put one up, pump one up while you tearing the other one down. And that's the problem. Like they're not looking at all sides. The best thing to do is get them all off. Stay away from it. But you can't tear a child. That's why some channels I just can't go to, because I'll jump on and I will go off. So I'll be like, do y'all not see what y'all putting out here? Do y'all know what?
When see my buttercups know they really gotta like if my buttercups want me to because they want to talk about it. That's the only way I go down to. Other than that, uh. Because it all don't make no sense. Hey, just saying, how you doing, baby?
Hello, how you doing?
I'm hanging in there, baby. You know, we just sitting here chilling. We just talk about nothing specific. We just talk about different things, hot button topics. So you can anything you want to talk about, you want to walk into. We talked about the Jess situation. The gospel is apparently True P is back on the scene. Um, what else we talk about Buttercup? Like, yeah, just random. And phone lines is open, Buttercup.
I wanted
But
to
yeah,
say, first of all, I wanted to bring up Stormy because I like Stormy. Do you know she's doing like Avon and stuff? She's doing. I just want to say for the people who's like really love and support her products that she's going to be setting up like a few kits for people to do parties and sell the product themselves.
What?
And she's going to be doing like a free kit to those people. They don't have to pay for it. Hey, baby, you okay? Hold it, Papa.
Let's do it. I'll do it.
girl, I'm
Look at
definitely.
that's a
I'm
marketing
definitely
genius right there.
because I
I
was gonna
remember
do
my
some
nanny
Mary.
and my I remember them Avon
Mm.
parties from.
No, seriously, I was watching the live and I was like, oh my gosh, that's such a brilliant idea. I just want to put it out there too, just in case somebody else try to copy it and do the same thing. We know who started it first. But the other thing I wanted to ask too, ButterFlii, I'm so confused about this Jess, the hilarious and Lauren situation. I've seen so many different takes on it on TikTok. And a lot of people were like, well, Jess can't read, Jess can't really deliver the news. Do I have a is my stuff ringing back or anything? Is it messed up a little bit?
Um, no, you're fine, baby. You listen, you a mommy. You got the little baby Buttercup in the
Oh,
background. You
he
good?
got one of them
I
doggone
Handle
roses
your
stuck up in his
business. We
little
can hear
head.
you.
mhm.
He got one of them roses stuck in his head. I had to take it out. He's straight clowning, but he good now.
Aw.
Um, I know I love my baby. I love all the children. I think they're blessings. But
Definitely.
the thing about that Jess situation to me, and tell me if I'm wrong, was Lauren like waiting to if she was the producer, why didn't she just go back to being a producer? Why did she stay in that position? And if that's the case, if Jess couldn't read and wasn't doing her job well, why did she hire her in the first place?
I'm gonna say
Well,
this. Oh, go ahead.
mhm.
Go ahead. I ain't gonna cut you off. Go ahead. You spoke first.
No, go ahead. I already gave my opinion earlier, so you and just saying is a new opinion. So you go ahead.
Working in corporate America, HR, payroll, as a director, when they do that, they're already trying to X you out. So anything that they're trying to, I haven't even caught up on the Jess situation. I've just been seeing it on my timeline a whole bunch. I dropped into the chat earlier and I heard you talking about it, but then I had to jump off because I wasn't feeling well and I got back on. They want her gone. If what you just, the question you just asked, they're planning to move her out of that seat. Lauren can absolutely go back to her role as being a producer. Legally, they have to make her do it unless Jess came in and said something along the lines like there was restrictions from what she can or can't do, or she changed up her hours or something like that, and they don't like it. And now they're really just trying to X her out. They're going to make her feel uncomfortable, but they're going to do it to a point where legally standing, she can't do nothing about it but just move. And now we're at where we're at, I guess. And it's all playing out on social media.
Yeah,
Is
because
it fair? It's not. I've seen it done. I'm actually considering leaving the company I'm working for because I'm watching them do it and I don't like it.
I see. I'm happy you explained it to me like that because the way I was getting it at first, I was like, I know Jess had just got pregnant right after that too, and then she was on maternity leave. So to me, I was like, was this her way to try to slither into that position and try to like show her? Because if she would have got a girl that was on the same level as an Angela Yee or actually did her journalism and wasn't in that we wouldn't know who Lauren is because she wouldn't have to go up there and do that. So was that her means of trying to get into that position by using Jess, knowing that Jess kind of had weaknesses in that area that she know that she wasn't going to really do well in, and that was going to be her
That's
means of like being able to do that. You know what I mean? Like take replacing. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm going to hire you knowing that you're weak for this position, with
And I
intention
can
of
do
taking
better.
that position from you later.
Position.
Because why are you doing that as a producer? Why are you
What
still at the table?
what a
but
company
look,
should do, what an organization should do.
Yes,
Your
you had
screen
to cut
lock
out.
again. Okay, there you go. I'm like, your screen lock again.
It did. Sorry. Legally standing, as long as they keep a table, a position for Jess, she could scream and bant. They've honored their end of the obligation. Um, in some sense, if she came in with restrictions, only if she came in with restrictions, like, oh, I can only work from this time to this time. I can't do X, Y, and Z. So they're keeping Lauren filling the original seat while they find her a different position so she can still have a job within the organization or the company. I haven't read it all or seen it all, and I will. So I can't give a solid answer, but it just seemed, from what I've heard so far, it's some sneaky shit going on. They're just trying to get Jess up out of there. They don't want her there.
Yeah, because they were delighting themselves in those two women going off on it. And I feel like even if
Ain't
Jess
nothing
did
cute
a
about that.
live, it was highly unprofessional that they had that conversation on the radio for us all to hear. You understand what I'm saying?
What? They had a conversation on the radio.
Yeah. Unless did I
No,
say
no,
the
no.
wrong?
I'm telling you, I've only seen it. I haven't really watched it like that.
Okay.
It's been
Yeah.
popping up. I haven't. I'm just talking from like a legal
Me too. I'm
corporate.
the same. I don't even
Yeah,
know.
that's it. So I'm gonna go watch it, and we can reconvene, whatever they call it, at any time. But if they doing that, no, there's no way that that should have happened at
No,
all.
seriously. I From the clips I've seen on and that's what I'm saying too. Like I'm in the same space as you. I don't have the background like you have with HR and stuff, but I did feel like it was um set up because I was like, I understand she might have vented her discrepancies on a live, on her own live on IG, which in turn was unprofessional, but you're supposed to be. She literally said a comment of I'm your producer and you're my talent. Well, why are you here? If you should be producing, I shouldn't be
Wait,
seeing you on the screen.
who said that?
The Lauren girl. And then I was just like, why are we having this conversation for all of us to hear? I feel like
I have a
that, and she
question.
said,
Sorry.
yeah.
Is this the same Lauren girl that's been on Carlos King that was on there like a month ago on his Messy Mondays that he was boosting
Oh,
up?
I don't.
Could you say it again? Mine went
I'm
out a little
sorry.
bit.
No, I said, is this the same Lauren that was on Carlos King like a month ago on Messy Monday?
Ooh, I don't know. This is
It
my
was a
first time
Lauren.
seeing
She's
her.
chocolate. She
She's
is
very
very
pretty,
pretty.
beautiful, like
I think
beautiful
it
girl.
is. I think it is. Well, they doing that because I can see it. They politicking.
That's like, I
They
think
politicking.
Lauren just hilarious out her spot while she was gone. I absolutely believe that.
I agree. That's
And
how I surmised it
was
from the little
to
bit
the
I've
internet.
seen.
Yeah, she did try to trick her out of the spot. But here's in line with the problem with me is they're in two different lanes. Why is people expecting they hired just the mess for exactly what she was doing on her channel, on her, on her platform, on social media, just with the mess. They didn't hire her to be correct news reporter. They didn't hire her for that. And my thing is, even if they didn't want to keep Lauren, why is she in Hilarious's spot? Why don't they
Still,
have her? So I definitely believe that they definitely try to trick just out her spot, and I think Lauren is definitely in on it because she wants it. But here we lies, they already signed. Jess Hilarious is in a contract, so they can't just get rid of her. Now, when it comes up to renewing the contract, they might not do that.
They're not. They're not gonna do it. If it's going again, I know I didn't say it 4 times. If what y'all saying is true, they're not gonna renew it. If whatever happened on radio, they're gonna try to twist it and Child, these corporate people, they got their words and they got their ways, and it's nasty, dark, nasty. I pray all blessings. This is going to be a blessing for Jess. That's what I'm praying for right now, and I'm speaking it because, Lauren, you could have filled her spot. You may do a better job than her. There's always somebody that come behind that do better than you. You could have curved out another spot for yourself. It could have been 2 men and 2 women. Y'all could have been dueling it together. You don't sideswipe somebody. Just be honest about it. You don't get nowhere being sneaky. I'm not saying Lauren was being sneaky, but that company, absolutely. If what I'm hearing is true, they already is trying to push Jess out. And
And
poor
lies.
Jess.
But because I do agree that she shouldn't have brought it to. She just shouldn't have went live with it. She definitely should have kept it
Well,
in house. But
maybe
at
she
the same
should
time,
have,
they
though. Maybe she should have, because
but
the world wouldn't know. Maybe it's other
right,
people out here that's going through it too. Like, we got to look at all aspects of it.
absolutely.
Not
Because I think they always gaslighting Jess. Because I definitely absolutely believe they was trying to trick her out her spot. And like I say, here in lies, why would you have her overlap Jess's segment? You didn't hire Jess to be a Lauren. You hired Jess because of who Jess was. So then to hire her and expect her to be a Lauren is a slap in the face.
Right.
Lauren can be excellent, she does, but that's not what Jess Hilarious was hired for. She wasn't hired to be a Lauren. She was hired to be exactly who she is. So
Right.
now that that's it's a slap in the face.
Absolutely. It is a slap in the face. And
some
they should have
people.
just carved out a spot and say, you know what, we're going to bring Lauren on. Jess, you going to be here. We're going to do it like this. So everybody's satisfied.
Some people in the
Which
comments are saying that she was actually brought in by Jess and was hired after Jess was put in her position, which I understand that brings in a new dynamic to the situation and conversation. But the way that she said that, like, she's like, I'm the producer, you're the talent, we're gonna work this out. Like, I didn't think that was
I,
a professional way of going about it. I don't think it was professional just to, but again, like someone said, just literally just had a child. And I know how it is. We all know after having children that the hormones on your period is something else. You just made a human being, bake them up, and then push them out. It's hard on you, and you could take anything in the wrong way, or even if it is wrong that was done towards you, it's just blown to another level that can um
Postpartum. Pretty much
postpartum is
what
hard.
they
It
call
really
it, what they
is.
call it today, but I call it emotions. Our grandmas, great grandmas didn't have postpartum, or they did, but it wasn't diagnosed. I ain't trying to disrespect nobody whoever been diagnosed with it. But it's more of a thing of conversations, healthy communication, of saying directly what it is. If you are deliberate, transparent in what you're doing and where you're trying to go, I believe if Jess brought, I can't see the comments. I wish I could, because I could answer the question. So I'm not trying to sound stupid or go against anybody or nothing like that. If Jess did bring in Lauren, she believed in her. And sometimes I will tell you, I have seen it. The other employee don't know what top management is doing. Like, they really don't. So I can't even say if Lauren knew. I ain't even watched it. I'm just speaking off of experience of what I've seen in these billion-dollar, well-known companies. They're dirty, and they will play people against each other to get them out.
Because
right,
they're both
they
beautiful. They both are talented. I
Harmon
just
and
didn't
Jess was hired.
understand that.
Hold on. Jess, Lauren didn't hire Jess. They was hired at the same time. They was hired for 2 different things. But they was auditioning at the Breakfast Club at the same time for 2 different positions. Doesn't have anything to do with Jess getting, but
Oh, okay.
Jess has to do with Lauren filling in her spot for her leave of absence after she had her baby. Jess chose Lauren to fill in for her. But Lauren don't got nothing to do with Jess getting hired. They got hired at the same time.
Okay,
Gotcha.
thank you for
It's
clarifying that. So and then so she came back, and then Lauren just didn't leave. And then just said a comment that Charlamagne told her to lean into the beef.
Yeah.
Charlemagne is always
Charlotte,
in something. His bald headed.
yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna keep my comment to myself.
Yeah, well, yeah, just said that Charlamagne text her to lean into it because and drama sells. It'll bring the ratings back up, But I absolutely believe Lauren is well aware of what they was trying to do. Once again, here's where I feel Lauren has the upper hand on Just Hilarious. Lauren knows how to play the corporate game, where Just Hilarious doesn't. Lauren's going to sit back and make it look like it's everybody else when she knows she's all too well of a part of it, and she know that they're trying to move Jess out her spot. Lauren ain't dumb. She's well aware. Trust me. Lauren knows how to play that corporate, whereas Jess doesn't. So I do pray, even if Jess does lose this opportunity, that she takes the lessons and blessings from it. And that's what I said earlier too. I said Jess still, the only thing she can do with this situation is you got to learn from it. And now that you know that there's new levels to where you're coming with your brand and your career, you got to pay attention and you just got to learn. You got to play the, you know what I'm saying? You got to learn how to code switch.
Maneuver.
Something that we
Sash just said a mouthful though. She literally said a mouthful, and I
What did
think
she
that
say?
she
Y'all make
said
me want to
that.
drop down and go
that
watch. What did she say?
Oh no, it's in the comments. She said that's why media mogul Wendy Williams said no other woman will sit in her chair. She understood that she could be that she could trick herself out of her spot. And I agree, like that girl might have been waiting for the opportunity because I'm like, okay, well, Justice back, so why are you still here? You know what I mean? Like I'm not, why are you still here? And then why make it into such a big? I don't know. For just to have come to the thing like that, she must have really been like her feelings must have been really messed up. Like heard about this, and I feel like they might have been doing stuff behind the scene
It
that
was a
we
lot
might not
already
know
going
about.
on. Ain't nobody gonna pop off like that just because. I mean, just as Jess, we seen her on Nick Cannon wilding out. Everything else that
But see, that's my thing. They hired her just for exactly for who she is. So why now do they want her to be a Lauren? They didn't hire her to be a Lauren. They hired her for her just the mess segment. So why now does she have to morph it? That's not fair. That's not right.
no, it ain't fair. It ain't right. But like the other caller just said, just said, Wendy Williams, what was her statement? I would no other
Right.
woman would
And
sit in my seat. That's why she learning it.
listen,
Sometimes we learn through
smart.
trial.
When we have stations, they play reruns, okay? But you can't do that with a syndicated live show, morning show. So, unfortunately, just didn't have an opportunity to do that, you know.
It looked like they were relishing in that too. The men, when the women were having that moment between each other, it seemed like they were really like enjoying these two women having an issue with one another. And I really, because I don't know much, I just, how we have like a first perception, like how we view a situation. We may not have all the information, but we have an opinion still. That's where I'm at right now because I'm like, man, this might be one of those situations where we look back and we're like, damn, I'm sorry, dang, Lauren was really foul for how she moved, from what I was gathering, but I don't know everything.
Okay, I got 5 minutes. Hey, ButterFlii.
Hey, babe, take
I
over.
know you feel bad for Jess, and I do too, right? But here's the thing with Jess. This is what I'm looking at it as, being in corporate all my life. When you sign a new contract, right, you are being watched, number one. I don't care what field you're in. However, because she was on a show like The Breakfast Club, the public decides who they want. Now, Jess is
Hmm.
funny. I love Jess. But she did not do the work to me. This is just my opinion. She don't know. Keep it moving.
Hold up,
You
your
breaking
sound
up.
went out.
You breaking up. And it was good too. Real good.
I'm like, sure, you over here cooking and your sound went out.
She gonna come back. She gonna come back. Maybe her screen went out. She didn't know.
I like to hear these different perspectives, though. I do like because certain things that we think that might be okay, or certain thing, I don't know the whole
Yeah.
situation. So I would love to hear like more on it so I can really have a clearer stance.
See, I don't even really watch that show, and I haven't, as I told y'all, know what's really going
Mm-hmm.
on. But just coming from my standpoint in my field, that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
But what the other caller was saying, if it's a new contract, they do watch you. If you get a raise, they are watching you. They are auditing everything that you're doing. And if Lauren
And
came
that's why.
on and boosted the ratings, it's pretty much
Mhm.
more of a she earned her spot and they want to keep her. Intel
Well,
on the corporate
well,
side,
and
you need to,
that's
instead of having these women
that's.
fight, create something
Mhm.
for Jess. Don't make her come in on the back end if that's never where she was, or let her know. Give her an option of what she wants to do. But I am gonna review it all. I am.
Yep, yeah. Well, that's the thing, and that was Jess's issue. Like, what are we doing here? Is she gonna have her own segment? Am I gonna have my own segment? Y'all, why is she still here doing my segment? You know, and that's what frustrated Jess. She was trying to get to the bottom of it while they was trying to gaslight her and play in the face. Now,
Mhm.
once again, I can understand the audience liking and wanting Lauren, but once again, they didn't hire Jess to be a Lauren. So I think it's just
Well,
like that ain't
okay, play
like
devil's advocate though. Maybe they didn't
Warren
know
is
that
like
they needed a Lauren, and now that they got the Lauren, the ratings is going up. I just wish
right.
that these two
Mm,
women wouldn't be arguing and it'd be more brought to headquarters.
it's
Those
just
are
Right.
who
so
are in
wild all
charge.
around.
Like
Right online. But here's lies the problem too though. You can't tell her not to pay attention to the comments, and y'all are paying attention to the comments, and this is why y'all are trying to trick her out of spot. Because the comments are telling y'all that they love Lauren. So don't tell her not to pay attention to the comments, and y'all are, because y'all are making decisions based on how y'all are running things off of the comments. You get what I'm saying? Like
how can
how
she
does
see her
no,
audience without looking at the comments?
right. But this is why y'all are making a decision to keep doing it, because y'all are also reading the comments. So it's okay to listen to the comments when they're trying to tell you how to operate the show, but it's not okay for me to listen to the comments when they're bashing me. No. That's you
That's
know
a
what I'm saying?
valid
Like,
point.
yeah, no, like what? Make that make sense.
Yeah, it's kind of like you
You
not supposed to look. It's like oh, Yella looking off to the distance while they have different intentions for you. You looking out into the trees, and they try to take you out. You know.
come on now. Mm-mm.
Oh,
She
but if
doesn't.
I have to ask you something.
Beautiful MJAK. Thank you, babes. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's one of my fly girls. Yes, we in the building, Buttercups. All right, Buttercups, we 3 hours in. Thank you to all my callers. Thank you, panelists. This was a great morning table talks. Great subjects. We're gonna do this more often where we just pick up random hot button topics and we just talk about it down to the morning table talks. What y'all think? We're gonna because
Yes,
we heading in we're gonna level up over here. We leveling up. You understand?
butterfly. Can I please
So
ask something?
yeah. Yep, go
Have
ahead,
you
babe.
heard
Yep.
about the DDG and the Haley Bailey situation that happened on TikTok and stuff?
Hmm?
Yeah. No, what? There's something more recent happened because I do know that there's an issue where she's keeping the baby away. I did
No, they
follow a little
all
bit on.
the baby had her and the baby had RSV, and he was supposed to
Right.
pick the baby up, but he wanted to stay in her house and watch the kid. And she's like, I don't want you in the house at all. Either you pick him up or you go. You know what I mean? And he went to the internet and basically told everybody to do like free Halo and basically bashed her. And it was like a whole little war on TikTok.
Oh my, young
Oh
parents.
my! I have to go
Yes.
do my research. We talk about that for tomorrow morning table talk because I know that
Okay.
OGG Halle Berry. That is a yes, baby. You can ask the question. Oh, you talk about just say. Oh no, she was asking me if I don't know if y'all familiar with y'all. I know y'all familiar with Halle Bailey. You know, in the the influencer that she had the baby with. They been having a debacle the last few weeks. I would definitely do a lot more deep dive because I do know some of it. I do know that he came out on his platform talking about she's trying to keep the baby from him. But see, I didn't know that tip that you just added. It wasn't about she was trying to keep the baby from him. He wanted to stay and watch the baby. But
It's
Mhm.
boundaries.
with
Yeah.
the RV, whatever, he didn't. What was his reasoning for not wanting to take him out the house? Why couldn't he
I
have went to
don't
his
I don't know why. I really think that like how you just said boundaries. A lot of black women was going up for her, rightfully so, and I love to see when someone's right, I women supporting them in their right. Right? She's like, you this baby's sick. First of all, the child shouldn't even be going outside. Shouldn't be going anywhere. Why can't you wait till the baby feels better? And why you got all these people gang piling on her so badly that she had to cut off her comments on her social media platforms because people were trolling her so badly while the baby and her had RSV. Like he really, and then he made a song about giving my child and this all this weird stuff. It was crazy. But I hope we do talk about it tomorrow. Prayerfully, God, spare me another day and I'll be able to do that with you. But I wanted to see your perspective on it.
Yeah, us
Oh
both.
yeah.
Because I got a whole lot to say, and I'm chewing my tongue right now.
Okay, hold up, because hold it up for our tomorrow morning table talks. Okay, because we gonna need some new subjects to talk about tomorrow morning, baby. So that would definitely be on the that will be on the docket. We'll talk about that tomorrow. I'll do a little bit more research on it, so I can give you a little bit more of my perspective on it. But thank you, ladies, so much for joining me today. I really appreciate y'all. That's all,
Yeah.
and thank you so much, Mr. Hawk,
Thank you for
to
allowing
my
me.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Thank you, Buttercups. Okay, yep. We're gonna okay, you wanna talk about the whole Kanye West going off about the kids, Jay-Z and Beyonce's kids. We can talk about that.
What?
Oh, yeah, Buttercup.
Why is he talking about
Yeah,
children?
baby. He
Can
talked
we go
about
to
he said
sleep
a
right now
lot.
and wake up and it be tomorrow?
Right?
Okay.
Oh my goodness, stop.
Okay, so we got DGG on the and Kanye West and oh, not only the Beyonce and Jay-Z of it all, but everything he just. So yeah, we're gonna get into the Kanye West of it. And maybe by tomorrow we'll have like, like the, whatever hot, but we're just gonna do our hot button topics from now on. But thank you, ladies, so much. I'm gonna get ready to close out Buttercups and go handle some business with my son. I
Thank you,
really appreciate.
Butterfly.
Yes, thank you. Y'all make sure y'all hit that free 99 like button. Don't forget, we'll be back to see if they can come up today to just tell us about their brand and stuff like that and share out their and I'll share their thank you MJAK, thank you, beautiful. I appreciate you. Are you subscribed over here, Buttercup? I mean, well, but we're Buttercups over here, MJ. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss my notifications. But we're coming back tonight for our follow train, and y'all know that's where I like to help other content creators. I like to pay it forward. I remember when I very first started my channel, just my old channel, just being very, very new and not really knowing how to navigate and not knowing anyone. So, okay, MJ. And so I just like to pay it forward, at least, try to help them get in the algorithm, try to get people familiar with their platform, allow them to, try to get their, just get new subscribers and get people familiar with their platform. And I also like to feature different up and coming entrepreneurs that just entrepreneurs that also may be content creators and just different stuff like that. They don't necessarily have to be a content creator. But that's just my little segment I like to do. I call it, paying it forward. That's what I'm gonna call it from now on, not the follow train. It's gonna be Butterflies Paying It Forward. So that's gonna be the new name of the segment. And we're gonna come back later on tonight, which I'm only gonna do that every other week. Because y'all don't really be showing up. So that's every other week we're gonna be doing that. And we didn't do it that last week. Thank you. Yes, baby. I reached my 1,000. Okay. 1,000 and counting, baby. 1,000 and counting. Okay, listen, shout out to all my new Buttercups. Mwah. Really, greatly appreciate y'all. But I'll see y'all back here tonight. All right, Buttercups. Now remember to what? Smile. Buttercups is the most simplest kindness gesture that you can offer anybody. And it's a universal language. It don't matter what country you come from, what language you speak. Everybody understands a smile. All right, Buttercups. And it takes more muscle to do what? That rest and be face than it does to smile. Yes, Buttercups. Remember to smile. That's okay, Queen Script. And we're gonna come back tomorrow morning. We could some of the subjects you didn't get a chance to chime in on and you want to talk about tomorrow morning again, you're more than welcome to. All right. So y'all just remember to smile and the world smiles with you. All right, Buttercups. And I'll see y'all tonight for our paying it forward. Paying forward. In the meantime, in between time, stay on y'all square and keep your head on the swivel. Mwah. Love, light, and butterflies. I'll see you guys on the upside. And don't forget to hit that free 99 like button. Shout out to my Bush babies and my replay Buttercups. Y'all make sure you hit that free 99 like button, okay? And don't forget, sharing is caring. If you got a friend, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to get their behind over here to Butterflies Corner, where we have a good time in real life, okay? Love, light, and butterflies.